first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I just started updating, actually I finished updating some of the stuff on my website for the Christmas sale. So right after, we do this every year, right after we finish with Cyber Monday, or Black Friday and Cyber Monday, we just let the sale continue on until Christmas, because might as well. Anyway, so here's some of the decorations added to the site. So I was on it early this morning, adding some updates to the site. A little snow over there, what we have for the Crystal Edge. Adding in some artwork to the site real quick. We're also going to be building an acoustic screen today too. All my supplies are in, and I get it for a new workout for customers. Remember, we did ship out on Friday, so we're going to be shipping out all this week. So this is some of the stuff we added to the site. Put in some pretty cool stuff. Right there, I'm going to go over here to the marketplace. Added in some snow for the marketplace. No, not marketplace, homepage. I got the beam it. They don't do portrait mode for Wix, but I like portrait mode anyway. So here we have at the bottom, just showing you some of the work we put in right here. Or actually, well, we, me and the Lord. I got little snowflakes coming in right there, Make the site look real nice for Christmas. All right, so yeah, we're going to be having our sale. It's going to be ending around the 7th of January, 2022. Ooh, I came fast. So it's added in all the decorations, all the good stuff. But anyway, so that's enough about that. You can check that site later on. I like we put how we designed for the shipping. Check out the shipping display that comes in. It just zooms across the screen. Boom, shipping. I like that. That's pretty cool. All right, so that's done. Just a little animation on it, some special effects on it. Later on, I got to finish a couple more tweaks on it, but that's already done. So now we start the process of building our acoustic screen. I'm downloading some games for my gaming system to run off of it. We got about 4 different more screens to design this week. I've done some cartoons right now in the morning. Over here, downloading some games, looking at my beautiful ceiling. I love this. In the morning, I get up, I turn this thing on, and this is what I'm looking at when I get up in the morning. So I'm downloading some games right now. I've been wanting this game for a while, so I decided to go pick it up today. Let's see what we're doing here today. All right, so it should be fast and quick. And I got to go on Amazon. I got to order my chasers too, and I need to order an arcade stick. Let's see, we got our parts, hardware, and this is just going to be it should be a pretty fast tutorial how to do it. I'm going to make sure Wi-Fi is off because everything gets a little iffy. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to come downstairs. We're going to cut the wood for the face, but for that, I wonder how fast I can find safety glasses in this house. I doubt I'm going to find them. It's only a couple of strips of wood I got to cut, but I always like to have safety glasses on just in case. If I can't find them, I should be good, but finding safety glasses in this house are a bit of a nightmare. I was supposed to be in here to begin with. This is all shipping stuff. That's not, I'm going to organize my stuff this week. Come here and just organize everything we got in here. Packing labels. I have no idea what that is. That's shipping stuff. Oh man. Electrical supplies, whatever stuff I need, and more lights. I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, spur this and put his stuff up. That's what happens. Now we got, there needs to be the drawers in there, nothing in there. Yeah. All right, I gotta organize my stuff. This is way unorganized. So we're going upstairs to the shop. We got a sizes already set up on how we got to cut it. To make it easy on the driver, I just had to pick up 6 feet pieces of strips of wood. So these are the wood strips that you get for building your frames. I wanted mine a little bit wider, but I got an idea on how we're going to install the speakers in. So it should be pretty easy. So we got to do some cuts here. So all of these are 6s. My screen's going to be 57 inches wide, high, and 89 inches. So we got 6 feet. So what we have to do is we have to add an extender onto it. So that's what this is for, the extender. That's basically about it. So we have 6 feet here, and we're just going to add it up to get to 89. That's the extender. So that's pretty easy to do. Actually, my screen upstairs, The 148, it's actually broken up in like 4 or 5 pieces linked together. So I made a couple of screens out of scrap wood, things I found around the house. Scraps of wood in the shop. All right, let me see. Safety glasses. Cool. I did have them on me. I had them downstairs. I like to have these things on. I had a few instances that could have lost my eyesight not wearing safety glasses. There's always that, I'm just going to make that fast cut and I should be good. Those are the ones that send you to the hospital. Always send you to the hospital. So I'm glad I have my glasses on because I need my eyesight. Let's get this cut, get this done, get this staple. Got my chair upstairs. The screen was actually, when I bought the screen, it was like $48. These things have never been that expensive. They've always been like 28 bucks or something. Then I realized I bought 2 of them. So, I might just give one away. Because I only need 1 of them. So we'll see how that one goes. Man, these things are dirty. Well, who cares? As long as I can see through them, it's good. All right, so I'm going to make our cuts in real quick. Really fast. Get the thing over and done with. Gotta get the thing outside and get it sprayed. Then we gotta order the LED lights and wire the LED lights in and all that other good stuff. So how can we set this up? Yeah, I'll just put it here. It's good there. Either way, it's good. There we go. All right. Let's make sure we're all tidy here. Let's get our cuts and let's see. We are at 89. So 89. So these are good. These would be my tops. So these are good. I don't need to bother with these. I need to make the cuts for this one. These right here. And extend it. The screen. Pen bird, we have one on us. Oh, no. Yeah, we do need one on us. I bet you $100. Carried about the house somewhere. You know what I mean? Yep. Carried about the house. Where's that? Just go out and get myself a couple packs of pens to just stack down here and stack someplace else. All right, we should go with this. We use this to make my other second piece, my extension. People, that's the benefits of having freedom to live by yourself. I can power saw up in this bad boy at freaking 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock. I ain't waking anybody up. Man, I remember I had to wait until freaking 9 o'clock to fire a saw up. God, I love freedom. You use your at 3 o'clock in the morning? I can. Should I remember I built the screen at 4 o'clock in the morning? Who's gonna bother me? My neighbors, their houses are all detached. They're over there. They don't care. And I live by myself. I can do whatever I want. Woo! I love this. I couldn't stand to wait. I had to wait to build something, to put something together. Because you're worried about disturbing someone's sleep. I can decorate the house or whatever. Well, actually, keep in mind, I buy whatever I want anyway. Because at the end of the day, I've heard of people saying they have to ask for permission. I make my own money. I should be to build whatever I want to build. But that's what I love about it. Around this time, this is where people start getting, I see it all over Facebook. People start getting that whole lonesome thing. Nah, I don't deal with that, man. I got enough technology and whatever I want to keep me happy. But all that, nah, no. Whew, man. I like the whole bit. Some people are just meant to be sick. They like to be by themselves. I freaking love it. Next week, I'm going to go out and buy myself a big train set. We haven't bought the train set yet, but I got to go to a place to get it customized because I need my name on the side of it. Taku's going to be on the back. I'm going to be in the front for that one, for that design. But yeah, I like this. So yeah, I just thought about that. Yeah, when I fired that saw up, yeah, when I was in a relationship, you think I was firing a saw up right now at 6 o'clock? Oh, heck no. I wasn't firing a saw up. That wasn't going to happen. Somebody was in the house sleeping with me. Now? Oh, heck yeah, I like this. Matter of fact, I might put some new screens in. I'm thinking about building some now so I got access to Home Depot again. Because before, I couldn't get access to Home Depot. I had to buy these fixed frame screens, which cost money. I could have built every last one of these bad boys and customized them the way I want. Do speakers in the back of them, customize the LED lights, but can't do that. So I might be changing out some of my screens. I like this one in here. I do like this screen in here, this edgeless, but this edgeless, I want it bigger. And the size that I want, we don't make it. So I'm gonna have to customize and build mine because I don't want the LED lights coming past the crown molding. I want the fit in there just right. Yeah, I love that. I just thought about that. My phone's like power and solid, yeah. Woo, so let's start working on this thing, getting it done. We got our ends. These are our extenders we're going to be using to basically extend our screen so we can map it out right here on the floor. I hate this freaking cartoon. This cartoon is creepy as I don't know what. Let me put something else on. As a matter of fact, put in a 4K Snow Christmas College 3D screensaver. I don't know why she keeps bouncing me out of YouTube. If I'm in YouTube, oh, I was in Cartoon Network. I forgot about that. Let's see. I'll try to keep this joke out of trouble while I'm working. Christmas Cottage 4K screensaver. Yeah, there we go. I want to watch this. All right, so we got our ends. Let's get this thing started. I want to get this thing finished, and I got to watch him for this joker because now he's playing in my area. Wait a minute. Okay. I'm in such a hurry to get this done because, like I said, these screens are easy to build. I forgot to cut my sides. Where my glasses at, real quick? Sorry about that, people. So when you got 20,000 to do today, man, it's going to be a crazy day for me today. I got to build the screen in the process, and then I got to get ready to work on this. We haven't done the testing on this screen right now. And then we got 2 other screen paints right now. We're going to be working on the 2 also today too. So it's going to be a bit of a crazy day. And I got to be outside too. If the weather's good, I'm going to be outside a couple of times. So I had to make a difference. I got a choice on that one. One got to be sprayed. Now I might have to spray. I might be spraying my big 148 today too. So I got to remove that off the wall and get that done. All right. So these are the tops. These are finished. So these are the extenders for my screen here. Forgot to do our sides. Let's knock our sides out real quick. Hopefully Mr. Bird did not carry his ink pen off to another universe. There it's right there. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to knock out our sides real quick. Our sides are going to be 57. I'll show you where I got the material for the screen we can buy from. Now, even though the screen has a black back end and white front, you want to spray the black. So trust me when I tell you this. Let's paint. Trust me. So I'll show you how to do the whole thing. Pretty easy to do. All right, so these are our sides. We got these measured at 57. This one we got measured at 57. There's one over there on the floor. This one is, okay. Might as well go this way then. Might as well. That's the route where to go. Didn't get that right the first time. I had to go in and do it again. All right. Line it up. This is not hard to do. Some people think this is really hard to do. Building a frame is not that hard at all, period. You know, I used to was an art class. Used to build these things all the time. Make your own canvas for painting. Very easy to do. Some of them you don't even have to screw together. Depends on how big the canvas you're going to do, but bottom line is most of them just stick them together. Get some of them staples they use for making furniture. That'll work. That's all done. I'm probably going to need some of these extra pieces because I have to build an extension that's going to come out a little bit to hold my speakers, because I was hoping to get these in 4 inches wide, but I didn't get them. I couldn't even get them at 3. Lumber, man, is expensive. It is really crazy. I don't know, lumber's like gold now. I don't know what's going on. These right here I got for a good price right here. These for around, I think, $7 or $8 a piece. They used to be around $4 at the most, but now they're a little bit more. So that's done. Let me see what else we need. That's all finished. We're going to come back. We're going to need those scraps right there. We're going to be building a stand that's going to set my speakers on. And this is done. So that's it. We're finished with that. We can start putting this thing together. All right, got over here. I got a few of my screens fired up. Over here, if you're wondering what this is the Phantom technology. This is a roll-on version of it. This is non-acoustic right here. You do not want to put this on acoustic surface. And then over here, we have the Gamer technology right there, the new one. And up top, if you're curious, right there is the Phoenix. That's my ceiling projection screen. All right. So we got our wood set up here. I got to get a stand that has more of a bend to it. Let's get Taco's stuff out of the way. And have some room in here to get this set up. Now let's see what we got to do here. It's going to be sides. It's the sides right here. Let me get my chair. There's the sides. This is going to be my extenders. All right, there we go. This is how we got it mapped out. So, some of you may be thinking I should be laying flat. No, we need to lay upward because we need to set speakers inside of here. I need a little shelf in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually staple from here to here, drop in our brackets. We need the screen to have a little bit of a lip at the bottom because we're going to install a speaker bracket system that's going to allow me to set my speakers right in the back. So when I have my acoustic set up, I'm good to go. Let me make sure I get my fabric. Make sure we're not over on our fabric. Not, make sure it's just straight. All right. She did a pretty good job picking out the wood this time. Last time, on this screen right here is broken in 3 places. It's broken here, here, and here. Because she bought the wood, it had a bit of a curve in it. So I had to cut it off at the curve and then re-extend it. So there's 4 pieces running, actually 4 or 3 pieces running across that are all connected together. But you wouldn't notice it if you looked at it. This is how we're going to set it up. So this is going to be the Pac-Man screen, the gamer screen. Now I think about these things. I do a 100-inch screen. I always think, oh, it's going to be a small screen. They're never that small. It's a good-sized screen. All right, so I'm going to show you where to get the fabric at because those of you, hey, buddy man, go. Taco, go. I know this is your area. Can you respect the area for a little bit? Thank you. I know some people, when they do acoustic screens, they're always worrying about where to get the fabric at, where to get the material at, because that's a certain kind of material. It has to be anything sound can travel through. So this is what I like to use right here. See this fabric right here? I'm giving you some secrets. This fabric is the exact same fabric I got sitting on the screen right over there. Now, what makes a difference is, like I said, we can coat and transfer anything we want to a high performance screen, using either Beats or Match certifies. What makes our product different is the fact that our product can be applied to anything we want. So the invisible technology that we've embedded for these screens, they're just everyday screens, but when they're coated with the technology, they can produce amazing things. Much like when I show you that, well, I'll put a link below. I'll show you the links where we did one of these screens with the formula and one without. Because keep in mind, at the end of the day, I don't want somebody saying, well, I can do the same thing with a tablecloth. No, you can't. So that's why we do the demonstrations to back up our products. Kind of ring a bell when I keep telling people they got to back their products up. All right, there you go. There you go. That's why. Can't come up here and show you a screen and say, oh, it's different. No. I got to be to show you why it's different. Can't just say it for the sake of saying it. Ah, you're in your training mode. Training mode, because you're in training mode right now. Okay, so we got this all good to go right here. Let me make sure everything is nice and straight. I already ordered me an arcade stick, so I'm good. So yeah, that's pretty straight all the way across. We're good. All right. As long as you don't slam anything. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm using some of my old brackets. This is why when I get those aluminum fixed frame screens coming fantastic, this is going to be a nice bracket. You know why? Because this is going to fit like so. Just like this. See how that fits? That fits perfectly. That's why I keep all my stuff, because you never know what you're going to use it for. Hey, what you doing? I see that curiosity in your eye, man. I see it. You hide from me and your curiosities. You and your curiosities. You and your curiosities. All right. Let me put the second one right here. Yeah, see how these are made? See how heavy these are? These are Elite Screens. These are Elite Screens brackets. No. Are they? I think they are. I think they might be Elite Screens brackets. I'm pretty sure they are. Or maybe it's these right here. Maybe it's these. These might be Elite Screens. You gotta make sure these things aren't plastic, because they're plastic might not crack on you. Now, when you're building an acoustic screen, you can't have anything in the middle. Wait a minute, can you? Did I have a middle in the middle of the screen? I'm curious about that. Did we put a middle on the screen? Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, yeah, because the sound bar had to be put in. That's why. Yeah, you can't have the middles in there. There can't be a sound bar in there. The sound bar's going to be the speakers in there. All right, put this over here. What's up, kitty? Kitty. Help me build today, Taco? You going to help me build today? Where's the power drawer at? Now, I tell people when you're building a frame, when you're putting your frame together, do not put brackets on the other side. That's the biggest mistake you can make. And I'll tell you why. Because when you stretch your material over, you're going to have a bracket imprint pushing through. See how smooth those corners are? See how there's no bracket imprints nowhere at all, period? You put your brackets on the other side. And you have L brackets. You put them here to support the inside of the frame to keep it from moving back and forth, especially if you're not going to have a middle bar in the middle. Keep it from shifting from left to right. And but you don't put the brackets on the side, because when you pull that material over, you're going to have an imprint from your brackets sticking through. Oopsie, he's probably looking for his buddy. That's what's going to happen. So you use staples on the other end. You can staple a screen together by using nothing but staples. About biggest you can go, I say, is about 100 inches. You definitely have to put middle supports in for that one. All right, let's find the drill. Go, the dinosaur is by the sea. Always blessed to wake up and find another day with the Lord. Let's see what we got here for the fabric. Sure. I'm a good show this, so maybe I have to make some new cuts. We should have covered this. The reason why you want to make sure is because sometimes with this fabric, it'll cut it a little small. So just want to make sure. And guess what, people? We're going to have to make some cuts. Sometimes I'm better off just buying the roll of fabric and be done with it. Because sometimes with the screens you buy, sometimes they'll cut them a little smaller than what they have to be. So we had to make some cuts. Not hard to do. All right, this should be easy. You trim it up. That's why I said don't be fast to put your frame together so fast. Just size it up, get the fabric, especially if you bought the fabric already pre-cut. You want to make sure it's going to fit. So just size it up. See how this is not even hooked? So we can size it up. All right, so let's make our cuts. All right, so we need to be, we'll wrap around here. And from here, all right, so we got the grommets, got the screen pulled aside. We got the grommets dropped over this side because that's what we're going to do when we staple it down. So all we have to do is just make our cuts to fit the screen, and that's pretty easy to do. Map it out from here. This is not by 89, nowhere near close. Not even close. That's a 100-inch screen right there. So let's go in, get our pen, put our cuts in, go back downstairs, resize it. I get to be outside and do my work. So that's good. Now Mr. Perez do is track down another ink pen. And I lost one. Let's see, got this right here. That's why you don't put the frame together. If you put the frame together right away, don't do that. Unless you're buying the fabric and a large roll to get orders yet. Not yet. I got packages coming in from overnight. So let me see, where did I put those at? I can't even find my stuff, dude. My house, anything that I want. Over and anywhere. All right. So at least now, when I point you in the direction where by the fabric, we'll have the exact cut that is needed to fit it, because it is not 57 by 89. Not by far. It's a little small. But who knows? We'll see. We're going to just go by the fabric. All right, so we're going to make our cuts right in here. We're going to screen up a little bit. Right here. I'm going to get it on the board of the fabric. Okay, should be good. With that separation over there. There's nothing I want right there. Here, here. This is what I'll get over here. Alright. I'll show you in a few minutes what I'm doing over here. Just trying to get this size up just right. How we got to do this. But make sure we're good on this. And then we're going to staple down the grommets. We don't need those. Here. All right, that's good. This screen is not even. We'll measure it, see what we got. Because they don't add the grommets in. When they measure, they don't put the grommets in there and add it up. Does that? You know, that's not part of your screen. That's kind of your border. All right, so the screen cut a little different. So what we did was we took our frame, we went along the edges, we left grommets out because the grommets, that's what you're going to wrap around your frame right there. So that'll give me a chance to show me where I need to make my cuts at to fit. So we'll cut it there, we'll come over here, and we'll cut it here before it hits the corner. Then we'll put this on. Once we cut that, we can measure that to that, and we're done. That's it. We got a nice fit. That's it. That's why sometimes when you buy this stuff, like the screen's already pre-done, don't put the frame together right away. Now, if you got the fabric, you're good. But still, like I said, size it out first and see exactly what you got before putting stuff together. Because then if I put everything together, that'd have been egg on my face. Learning from experience, trust me. I've made mistakes, a lot of mistakes in working with this stuff, so I know exactly what to do and what not to do. I can do a tutorial for an hour on fixed frame screens, on warning you what screens. You don't want to go and buy any fixed frame screen. They all have different personalities at the end of the day. And it depends on what kind of personality you have, what kind of personality you're going to have when you're putting it together. Could be a good day, could be a really, really bad day. So, like I said, you got to be careful when buying those fixed frame screens because you could, let's see. Oh, look, one of the guys are chiming in. Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way, Barbie. Well, again, that's not a cookie cutter screen. That's a 100-inch screen. A cookie cutter screen would be a small screen. Like, is that a cookie cutter? That's 148. Is that a cookie cutter? That's 106 Elite. Is that a cookie cutter? That's 150-inch on my screen. Is that a cookie cutter? That's 126. Want to go outside? Got two 150s out there. 135 on the deck. Okay, then. I thought so. All right. Bye-bye, sunshine. Catch you later. Go eat your angry cereal someplace else. Oh, they get upset, don't they? You got nerve to come in my room talking about cookie cutters. You see the size of my screens? Please. Whatever. Anyway, let's move on. All right. So we got it all sized up. Let's get it done. I think they're mad because of yesterday, because I'm asking them to back up the product. That's what it is. Yesterday, I went in on basically telling them they got to back up their products. And they don't like that. Well, too bad. Not my problem. All right. For you naysayers, if you want to complain, you know what I mean, take it up with Crow. Go over to him and complain on, cry on his shoulder, okay? I got time for your freaking little hissy fits over here. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm pretty sure that you took my Digital One crystal screen paint over here, and I'm pretty sure you did that test. You're mad because I'm right. That's what it is. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But, you know, I was right, right? My product matches this paint, right? You know that, right? You could have made it for free. I got quiet for a minute because I just want you to think about that for a minute. All right, let's get our cuts done. We're going to get them in here from time to time. They're going to be very upset. Yesterday, we did this really detailed demonstration on how these guys making these screen paints that are making these false accusations need to back up their products. And they just haven't been doing it. So, like I said, we can come and do ours with no problem. They just can't seem to do theirs at all. So, you know, I don't know about that. So let's get this done. Whew, man, he was ticked off, was he not? Boy, he must, don't choke on your cereal when making the comments. Calm down. Relax. Try to use some lowercase when you talk next time. Good gracious. Man, it's funny because I'm thinking about this, right? So he gets on and he goes, "You're a big mistake." I'm pretty sure when he was thinking about that, he had his buddies around like cheering him like, "Oh my God, good one, man. Good one. Jolly sure show, good one." Really, seriously? I mean, it's kind of like when you made that comment, it's like watching someone try to make a running start to jump the Grand Canyon. They think about it and they back up. Think about it and they back up. But they make a run and they stop. But then they back up. I'm glad you probably thought about that all week long and you probably got a chance to get off your chest. If I helped you do that, I was glad to be here for you. Jeez, thank goodness. Whew. Okay, we're going to cut on this one. This one should be pretty good. I got our cuts here. Come up with any more Cliffy, more ideas, Skippy, let me know. All right, I could use to laugh. Oh, we're not juiced? We're not juiced. Keep forgetting to unplug these things all the time just in case. Yes, I should be wearing glasses, but I left them upstairs, so I feel like going up and getting them. Putting our cuts in. Well, yeah, got him like, yeah, I got a good one today. I'm gonna use this one today. I got him. I'm gonna hurt his feelings and make him cry on camera. Some of you should know by now that when I do these videos, right, that at the end of the day, I don't let the trolls, they don't bother me. Come on, I've been in Kids Company for over 12 years. I've heard every insult you could possibly think of under the book. I've been stabbed in the back in every possible way you could possibly thought of. Yeah, I've been there and done it already. Yeah. Let me see. Now we got our cuts in here. We should be good. Now, when I put this together and I blow this thing up, you go, oh, wow. Look, yeah. Eat that crow pie. Now, how amazing that screen is. We're looking at the one on top of my ceiling right now. Wait till you see when I get done with this bad boy. Oh, this is going to be hyped. Man. We already ordered the, I got the whatchamacallit coming already. Might put cup holders in. I should, because I never, no. Bad idea. I need any cup holders in there. Nothing that I have with anything coming out of it. So there we go. Get a nice size in there. Right there and there. Go in here. Here. There. I see how we left a little bit of room right in there, that little spot. So we can fit this part right in here. Snug as a bug and a rug. Nice little fit. See that nice little fit right in there. Perfect to that freaking. You don't discourage me, buddy. All right, we got that done right there. Let's put our cuts into this one. Okay, this side right there, that's good. We got to cut from here. From here, make sure we're locked in the right way, all the way across. That basic I should be. If I was going to go down this road, but who cares? We're right here anyway. All right, we're good. All right, get these downstairs. Get these cut. What's going on with you today? All right. I want to buy a van. Oh yeah, we'll buy a van. I can't wait to get Side Girls. Man, that's gonna be a good game. I like them beat 'em up games. I've been trying to get that one for I'm like $60 for it. Can't wait for that price to drop a little bit on it. I don't want to spend that money. I haven't figured out what we're gonna do with that motorized projection screen yet, because now I decided I want to get a black one upstairs with the new gamer paint on it. That's what I want to do. I'll get that one next. I'm getting frustrated, man. Early in the morning. It's not even freaking 9 o'clock yet, is it? Already in the morning. All that attitude. Calm down. My goodness. Take that negativity someplace else. Go move somebody or something. That frustration out in the day. Where do we put this cut at in here? Oh, here we go. Put it over in here. All right, dokie. Let's get this done. Some people be thinking like, oh, he cut his hand off with the saw. It ain't gonna work. I'm protected by God. Good luck, but anyway. People be thinking some weird stuff. How many people you think at a NASCAR track hope someone gets into an accident? Think about that one. People got some weird thoughts. Like, oh, 5-car pile up, 5-car pile up. There's human beings in those vehicles, people, at the end of the day. Got families you gotta go to. There are people like that. Looking to see an accident happen at a NASCAR rally. But in the day, these people, human beings that live in these cars, out there to entertain you. And people out there wishing they have accidents. And they're the very same people that go home and have the accident. Oakley McDoakley. Done on that one right there. We got a nice cuts in there. Now I know I got the proper cuts for that screen. So when I suggest somebody, hey, go buy that screen right there, I can give you the proper cuts because we did it already. See, that's what comes in doing the job right. Because then I can give you the information. So, okay, look, when you buy that surface, you know exactly what size you actually need, not the size they're giving you. All right, all righty. All right, so here and here. Look how amazing God is. How amazing God is. Look how that fits perfectly. God is incredible, ain't he? Didn't even use a ruler. Not once did you see me use a ruler, did you? Nope. No rulers. Oh, I did use a ruler. These are some measuring. I did do that ruler. I did. And some people pull out the T-square and I don't know. I ain't getting all that. That in there right there. Yes. Yes! It's beautiful. Look at it. Fits perfectly. Perfectly. God is good, isn't he? Oh, we're gonna light this sucker up. We're gonna have lights on. Dun, 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 dun. I may put some outside speakers. No, no. I gotta put a game sign over top of it. So this is gonna be my game and acoustic screen right here. All right, I'm curious to see what we got on size here for this thing. Oh, we're still on that. In the morning, straight in the morning. Do. Got brackets here and here. What's that other bracket over here? All right, we got our brackets put on here. It's a good thing that I learned from my experience from put the frame together. I'll measure it first. All right, we need measuring tape. I bet you it's downstairs somewhere. I know it's downstairs. That's another thing too. When you buy some of them generic screens, they'll tell you get 100-inch from the screen. What you actually get from your viewing is less because of the border. Some people get to see a 100-inch screen, they measure by the border. You can't measure by the border. You gotta measure from the inside of the screen to the outside of the size of your screen or where you're gonna fit it at. And they measure it this way, across. So sometimes they may say 100, you might be getting less than that. Because if you get a thick border, like a border maybe 2 or 3 inches, then yeah, you're gonna be missing some of your screen. That's what we actually got here on this one. So you measure it, you want to measure it across. So we get some more measurements. I need something here. It's a little right across this thing. So I can add up my nothing. I need something here. Definitely not using that. Let me see. So we're getting, by this measurement, we're getting across, we're getting 99. That's what we're getting, 99. Because they're going to take a little off for your border, which they shouldn't do. They're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to get the full 100 or 102, and then they give you a couple extra inches to wrap around the border. But some places don't do that. So there's a lot of things. People say, oh, you can just go and buy a screen. No. You got to do your research first. Go out and buy a screen if you want, and you'll find out the hard way when you put it together whether or not it's going to assemble right. Or some people, when they put their screens together, what they'll do is they'll assemble them here, assemble them here and here, and then they'll put this side on last. You do that, you're going to snap your screen. Because what's going to happen is trying to get that corner piece in, you're going to have to pull your screen out to slap that into the groove, and you're going to, the pieces of plastic, you're going to snap in it. I actually put mine together from here to here, and from here to here, and I slap the middle part together, and that's how I lock it in. That's how I do mine. Don't read the instructions. Instructions are nightmares. I don't think I ever read an instruction book when I put mine together. Now, those screens right there are edgeless. They're different. When you're doing the traditional screens, which have the borders, they actually connect from the back. The edges don't connect from the back. The edges actually wrap over the original frame, and they snap from the back. That's how the edges go on. Now, you got a choice whether or not they give you a little tiny border that comes with it. It's a little thin one, but I took mine off. I didn't want anything at all. I like borderless screens. I don't like the whole edge thing. Well, I don't like the whole having borders connected to it. I can't stand the borders. Right, they're taking away the screen from me. All right, let me see what we got here. The bundle. Get some screws out. Turn my heat off because I'm cooking. It's got 3 projectors in here at the same time. Where's my dial at? I can turn my heat off down here with no problem. Projectors will heat your house up real quick. Whew. All right, so let's put this together real quick. Do we have smaller brackets for this? I know we have some smaller ones, so I don't want to put these huge plates in here. Oh, we do got some smaller ones. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Let's put these giant ones in here. I don't have to. That's not going anywhere. Now the reason why we're building this, like I said, most people when they build these, they lay them flat. We're building ours with a bit of a lip because I have to put speakers. So I'm going to put a sound bar there. I want something, I don't want it permanently, something I can swap my speakers out at will. So if I get a system where I can actually put some speakers here and speakers there and put my center there, that's what I want. You know what I mean? Something I can swap my stuff out. I may put it on, I was thinking about, I'm going to build a smaller one than this because this is a little too big. We're going to build a smaller one. This is going to be for a tabletop setup. So the tabletop setup's going to allow me to be able to hang it up to the wall and also to put it out, which means I'm going to have legs that are going to come out. It's going to connect to, I can connect it to the floor, turn it to a table, fold the legs up inside, and I can hang it up on the wall. And the speakers will be on a swivel system where I can actually reverse them this way if it's a table, or bottom line, if I, well, it would be the same way. If I switched around, yeah, it'd be the same way, but not the swivel. Yeah, same thing. Oh, whatever. But anyway, yeah, we're going to have legs that pop out on the next one we're going to build. So that way I can set that one. We'll make a smaller one on that one. Now that'd be nice for RetroPie because I can slip a little RetroPie up in there with no problem. It's not too big, it's a little tiny little unit, and I can make my own little tabletop setup right there. All right, so there we go. That's done. Right there, that's finished. We'll get started on this one right here. Right over here. Grab me some screws. They don't have to match. That'll work. Were you looking for taco? I put some food out there for them in a few minutes. Hold on, buddy. So much frustration. I'm so mad. Is he out there? Oh, yeah, hold on. Open the door for me. No, we're getting some food right now. Taco. to the room. Did that nightmare. I'm going to be playing these in. Really? Seriously? Another way. Alright, got our staple gun. That's good. And we need to drop a couple more in that one section right there. So we'll be finished with that. Where in the world are my bag of screws? My box of screws for that front. Let's see. Just hang on. Oh, they're right down in front of me. Ooh. Right, there we go. Let's get the little side. All right, so we got our corners in. We're putting them right now with the brackets. Make sure everything's nice and secure. And that other good stuff. I don't know where you would get brackets like this from, but I like these right here. I don't know why they make them this way. This is real nice. I like these. So work perfectly. Cool, they're going to paint our stuff a motorized projection screen. It's not even going to take us 7 days for it to dry. 7 days it's going to dry. Good, great, man. The goose screen, well, the goose screen was worse. It was way worse. The goose screen was freaking, they wanted freaking, what was it, 24 hours for the dry and six months secure? It was even worse. That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. Man. Now see how we made our extension for our screen right here? Because it was easier for the driver instead of her putting like an 8-foot piece of wood in a car, a couple of these, it was easier to just do all 6. So 6 is easy because I can just go in and just break it down and just basically build it in pieces. Like I said, that screen has multiple pieces, and I actually used to make frames and sell them. I used to make frames and sell them. I'll show you that tutorial video too. We actually had a kit that we actually built the frame, set it up, took the whole thing apart. You could put it all back together. We used to have those. They're all black. The customer can come in, easy instructions, put the whole thing together. Staple the material to it, and it came with the frame and everything. We used to build them that way. Now, I'll show you the video, tutorial video. We used to make them. It's an old video, but I'll show it to you. Well, I don't do it anymore now. And a few people asked me to build customized frames. That's why next year we're going to get licensed and bonded. We're going to get a crew that can come in, but hopefully going to put this whole, the variant thing, I know who knows with that right now, but they could come in and do customization right there on the spot. Building customized frames and stuff like that for you. We're going to be doing that pretty soon next year. I'm not going to be going, I'm going to have a crew do that, pay them to do it. I got to get them licensed and bonded to do it. And of course, you're going to have to be all vaccinated and all that good stuff, show them COVID cards. All right, let's put this baby together. So, we're going to do it this right here. And I'll show you later on how to make collapsible frames that actually fold in within themselves. You know, there's so many different ways you can go with this, man. Once you build your first one after a while, the rest of them just come easy. You can build all kinds of cool and interesting setups for yourself. This is why I'd rather build it than going out and paying the money for to buy these frames right here. These frames get expensive. So I can build it myself, man. I'd rather build it myself and save myself some money. This is way cheaper than what it would cost. Now, this is supposed to be well, then again, that screen's about 106 inches. But this comes in at 99. All right, so let's get this put together and then we'll work on the other side. Now, the other side, like I said, we're going to staple to the side. The reason why we're going to staple it only because you don't want these brackets at all. And the reason why you want the brackets on one side facing the wall is because when you stretch your material over, you're going to get a bracket imprint that's going to push through your screen. And that's going to look very unattractive. So some people actually cover that up with a border. Sometimes they put a border around it to cover it up. But if you're doing borderless, you don't want that. You want to edge the screen. You want to make sure that those brackets are only on one side and one side only. Now, if you want to reinforce your frames right here and here, get some of these brackets right here. Stick them up in your frame like this. That'll enforce your frame right there. That's why I like these right here. I don't know. This is what I got from a fixed frame screen. I think it was I think these came with I think they came with a silver tick. I don't know who got where I got this from, but I'm gonna figure out who makes these. I want some more of these. I like this. I like those right there. So we need to get some more of those. They make them that way. All right. Let's go in and attach everything. So this is what we need a staple gun for. Where's staple gun? Here it is. Staple gun. We're just using to hold it in place. I drop my brackets on top of that. And we're using these brackets right here to reinforce the areas that are broken. Sometimes staples aren't enough for that particular area. Let's see, where in the world is my square? So right there, lock. Ta-da! Ta-da! I had somebody saying that, well, the back should look a little bit neater than that. I have never seen anybody walk into someone's home and go, well, Frank, I freaking love your fixed frame projection screen. But forget about the front. Let me check out the back of it. Wow, it's amazing. People don't do that. And people, you can ball it up, staple it down, whatever. No one's going to Lean the back of your screen. But I don't lean the back unless you got it's acoustic. But in the day, they don't care about that. They just basically want to see how the sound's transferring. That's basically about it. But it has to look perfectly neat from the back. I mean, the embarrassment, talk of the people, having the Betsy, the back of my screen looks like craziness and all that good stuff. Who cares? If they're not impressed by the front of it, you messed up. Having the Betsy, people will talk about it, the rumors. Oh my goodness, the rumors. Oh, how can we live this down? Unbelievable. How can we live this down? We're going to have to relocate, get new names, social security numbers, maybe get plastic surgery. Yeah, all right. Having fun. Gotta have fun, people. Gotta have fun. Gotta have fun. All right. Nice and sturdy. Woo! That's done. All right, flip this bad boy around. Boy, if I could jump over this bad boy, that'd be so cool on camera. But apparently I can't, because I'll get murdered. Trip and go face first into my fireplace. All right, now we start going into Staple City. On this side. So what we did was here, because we stapled the part that we separate right here for the screen. We put some extra heavy brackets there and there just to reinforce it, but the rest of them are just running through staples. That's basically about it. So we're just going to staple it all the way through. We're going to staple it from here to back here, and then the top and that, and that's pretty much basically about it. That's what we need. We don't need to put the L brackets in there because we don't need the frame is pretty sturdy. If you're going with something bigger like this, then you want to be dropping L brackets in left and right in those corners. All right, let me see. What we need here. We need just a staple gun. Okay, so let's staple it up. Go get it. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Shut down the cannon a little bit. There we go. We got you in there nice and light. That's one. Out. Have a heat wave, tropical heat wave. Do 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 do. Now, what you could do to make sure that your staples are sticking up, get yourself a nice little mallet and a piece of wood, and just basically just go over your staples like so. You make sure they're nice and flat. And sorry about that. So nice and flat, and just bang it down a little bit. Make sure they're fitting nice and tight. If you want to do it that way, it's up to you. But as you see before, no brackets. Now I can show you a screen with brackets. Ooh, man, thing bothered me all day long because I just see the imprint sticking through, drove me nuts. But yeah, that's how you do them. That way, you want it to look smooth. All right, that's all finished and done. There's our frame, people, built and completed. And that's why I said sometimes if you buy the fabric, like a screen or something, you want to build a frame for it, don't put the frame together right away, because sometimes they'll make the fabric sometimes a little smaller. So basically, just size it up. Take the frame, stick it on top of the fabric, so you know exactly where it's landing at between the border and between the grommets and the actual screen, or how far you want it out. Like you want to do like fabric, and you want to do like 2 inches away for getting this room, you could do that by adjusting it with having the frame on top of the fabric. Don't have the fabric on top of the screen, which I see a lot of people do. It's a much easier way, less of a headache. And then you can size it the way you want, and then you're done. You're done. You're done. It is on like Donkey Kong. On like Donkey Kong. Now this is going to stretch, because we're going to stretch this over a frame. This is going to stretch right there. See how it fits? Snug like a bug in the rug. That's why I said they don't teach you this on these YouTube channels, man. They teach you all different ways to do it, but I'm telling you, they're doing it the hard way. They're doing it the hard way. And I watch people put frames together like, wow, you're putting so much work into it. So all this is going to stretch right over top of the frame. As long as those corners are fitting nice, all this is going to stretch nice and tight like a drum. Just like we got it over there. See how flat it is? That's how you want it. That's the easy way to do it. Set the frame down. Set the material down and put the frame over the top of it. And you can see how much forgiveness room you want to do with that. It's kind of hard to cut material when you have a frame underneath of it. Like, Mr. Bird, you don't know what you're talking about. That's absolutely craziness. Maybe it is. Hey, is your big cat at the door yet? Let me get him some food. I have no idea what I'm talking about at all, period. I know nothing about projection screens. Not a thing at all. Nothing. Not me. I'm a big hitter. All right, let's see what's the big cat. Taco Retreat's going to be here today, so we're going to do this all. Water? What water? Oh, I forgot that Retrocon. We got that Terminator 2. We got all the good games. We got the Punisher. I might hook it up on this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna hook up my old arcades on that one. Yeah. Look at this ready. Bird, where you go? Get this bird. See, taco. You gotta figure out where it's saying here it is. And see that? He's a very intelligent cat. Most animals would walk right over top of your screen. Not Taco. Taco would jump off the sofa. Taco will walk around the screen and go right there and come right through there. Yeah, I got a good cat. He drives me crazy sometimes, but other than that, you gotta walk right across my screen. And didn't even do it. Is that right, Mr. Single Taco? Taco, then there we go. We'll get some food for your body. Probably some fresh water too. So then there we go. I'm going to a whole freaking gallon of milk. You don't even drink any of that. I bet you that cat would pour that milk up. I'll buy some milk for him. You don't even drink milk. Come on, Denario. Denario. Bring her on or whatever. You want some chicken? Some turkey? If you don't got your wishing for me, treats will be here today. Yeah, order your treats for overnight shipping. So let's go get you some, or if I get my cat some food, some of the treats. You had a turkey, you want a turkey? Turkey, man. Got a thing set up here. There's some speakers over here. I need to set speakers. Ah, man. I gotta set this up to the Bluetooth. I hate setting this up to the Bluetooth. I need a set of speakers here. We need to build the frame for the speaker setup. So we need a speaker. Okay, one bracket to the wall. Alright, I'm gonna see those right there. I gotta buy a set of speakers. Those are centered there. I'm not disconnecting those. Those are heavy to take out. I'm gonna use these instead. I'll just hook up my other speakers for these. So I don't need them for demonstration. Alright, so just grabbing my sound bar because I gotta buy another one of these anyway. That's exactly where we're going to put our sound bar at. So, let me see. Where's it going to be at? Here. That's 3. It would have been perfect. It would have been perfect. If it were just right, that would have been perfect. Here. And we need those L brackets. The L brackets got another one right here soon, don't it? 2 of these. Right there. I'm going to have to sit back there. Nice. You just had 2 of them. Where did oh, there's right there. Alright, so let me see. That's where it's going to be right there. It's a bad idea. It could come down right in my back and cause me years of back problems, but I'm too lazy to go get something to hold it up with. That's the second piece that's going to go in there. That's the bracket piece. That's going to fit in there and there to lock it in place. That's going to be enough for move it back and forth. So that'll be perfect right beside. Make sure it's not going to sit right there. Yep. Do it. 2 in there. Should lock it just right. So from there to there. We'll do it. Get these 2 together. Okay. Now I get a chair. These little short screws. Right there, there, there. So here, nice. You can use the second one there. I think that's a gap right there. That's perfect. That's going to work. Just be sure the screws. That right there. Alright, so what we're going to do here, show you guys in here. So we're putting the a shelf system for the speaker. So what we're going to do is going to put this right here to give it a little bit of an extra lip right here. I wanted this about that wide, but I couldn't get it. So we're going to add an extra lip there. And then we're going to add these brackets. These brackets are going to allow it to have a little rest, like a back end to it, like from here to here, like so. So when the speaker's sitting here, it can rest back on this. I'll put some cushions there to make sure it sits nice and snug. That's what we're going to set right there for right now. I like these speakers. I get these speakers for around 120 bucks. Pretty good price for them. So put the sub to the back, put these in the front, and that's it. Pretty much that's what I'm running when I'm in here doing the demonstrations. And then we'll put this extra bracket right here to make sure we reinforce from here to here. So that way we're good to go. I'm just showing you how we're building out as we're going along. And this is going to have LED lights. We're spraying everything. We're stapling it. Spray it all down today with the new invisible. It's going to have that invisible coating, that phantom attached to it. Like I said before, the screen we had before was too small. The screen we had in here the first time, we had one that's a little small, it's about 50 inches, but that was on the regular mesh. I'm going to build another one for regular mesh and one for micro mesh. We can have both of them. But the one we had in here, we call it the cookie cutter because it was a small screen. It was 80 inches at 235.1. So for 235.1 setup, can't do much on it with the 16.9 setup or 16.10. So this is why this one had to be built. Now the other screen we had for the gamer, which my internet's down on this one. I don't know what's going on in this room. The gamer we had over here, we had it on a 5x5. But as I told you before, I really couldn't appreciate the screen unless we got it on something bigger. So that's why it's on 106 inch being displayed. Because I can't do the small screen. Small screens will drive me nuts. We're doing with just a painter for the time being. And we've got an extra screen laying around. But now, since I can get access to Home Depot, I'm going to build me a bunch of frames. I'm going to build like 10 or 12 frames, stick them in the back, and anytime I want material, stretch it over and be done. Now, I have cut frames. Like if I want a frame a certain size, what I'll do is I'll cut it here and here. I'll drop my brackets here, and I'll size it to the way I want it. But yeah, I'm going to build me a couple cool frames. Matter of fact, I need a bigger 235.1 to tell you the truth at the end of the day. I could use another one of those. Now, if you're going to do 235.1s, I would suggest go to Projector Central to build those because you can mess up on those right there, make mistakes. Now, you can modify 235.1s to accommodate a good size 16:9, but the 235.1 is going to have to be a pretty good size screen. I mean, you're talking about 158. They got odd numbers like 178, 158, 115, 113. They have weird sizes. But if you make it a couple inches higher across, it's just that you get a little bit of a height to add in a 16:9 or 16:10 if you want to squeeze it in. If you want to switch back and forth to that screen, we can do it for gaming. I've done that a few times too. I got to post that demonstration too. I've done that one where we built the customized 235.1. All right, so let's get this together. Hey, you birds, get out of that freaking cat food. It's the weirdest thing ever. How in the world do birds eat cat food? It's the one place you don't want to be at is in the cat dish. No, they're bold. They don't cow. All right, so let's drop these in here. In the morning, people with no coffee, I powered by. That's why I said powered by God. In the morning, get up in the morning, be up, get it done. All right, let me see. This right here, here, and here. I'm gonna make sure here to here. I don't want anything locked in. I want to be able to change up my speakers at will. So I don't want to be have anything locked in. This is the side for this and this. That's perfect. Brackets. What's the racket with all those brackets? Brackets with brackets. Come up too much, so I need to get it behind. Actually, I need to get it behind this one right here. I don't want this to stick out too far, so I'm gonna have to make some adjustments. We don't want it here. We need to have it there and there. And we don't have an 8-pin on us, do we? We never have an 8-pin on us. Oh, gosh, an 8-pin's on us. We never have a freaking 8-pin on us. Let me see. We need to have that. Here we go. Here. So just readjust those. Those here. Oh, you're doing guard duty. You're not in trouble. You're doing your guard duty. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. There you go. Birds are over eating the cat food I put up for the cat. And he's going over and he's scaring away the birds. You don't want them to touch that food. Go ahead. Get your guard on. Get your guard on. I like that. Make sure your buddy eats. I hear you. He'll be coming up soon. Is it there yet? Please don't worry. Pretty soon, hopefully. I can earn his trust and he can be living in here and have a friend. You gotta trust him first. And I don't think he trusts me right now. At the end of the day, I don't think he trusts me that much. But we'll see. Let's see if I can get him in here. It's the winter time, hopefully. See, that's better. Whoa! That was gonna happen. We're good. Sturdy frame. Hey, thank you. Alright, that happens. Sturdy frame, so it's good. It's not going anywhere. So I'm going to build your frame correctly. And I should have had something behind the back of it, but like I said, I'm kind of lazy right now. So I'm not doing it. I need to see this is going to fit. Alright, so we attach this in. Alright, so we get to make any adjustments here. I don't want it where it's going to be sticking out and it's going to be putting a little what's in that box? Okay, I know what's in there. I know what to order. So we should be good right about there. That should be good. If I leave that little gap in there, I should be good with that. That should be good. Means I'll have to change my how I'm going to put these brackets in now. The stapler is not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. Since there's some brackets for that right there. A little bit more snugger than that, but that's not going to do it. So this is what I'm looking to do, so it doesn't fall back again. So what I'm trying to do is see where I have that little bit of an inch right there. I need that because I don't want, when I stretch the frame, when I stretch the material over, I don't want it sticking out. I don't want a bump here in the screen. I want it to lay nice and flat. See how that one is nice and flat? This is how I need this one to do. So we're putting the bracket for the back to put the speakers on. And then what we'll do is, to make sure it's not sticking underneath from the frame, we'll put these on each side here, and that'll give you my legs. Or we just put some legs in, that's basically about it. So that should be good from there to there. If I snug this in, how much of a difference am I really going to get out of that? If I snug that in like that. That's tight. I'm still going to get my lip. Yeah, I'm still going to get my lip. Too much, Ken. I'm still going to get my lip. But if I basically bring that in a little bit close, yeah. I should be able to get my... I'll just bring it out just a little bit, but not too much. I don't have to have it that close in. At least I know that already from the door. Alright, everything might be exactly going to work, and we're here on that one. So let me get this turned over and get that put in. Put you guys over here. Great. Great. That's good. Nice and sturdy, not going anywhere. I have to put a plate in there. I have to put a plate in there. No, period. Plate. Very cool. Put a plate in there. That fits nice and snug like a bug in the rug. Let's see what we got. We got our lip. We need. Perfect. Okay. Oh, that was good. That was good. Probably should have had the chair this way. That way, if it's swung back, we'll get it done. Yep, I got my lip too. Yay! Yep. All right. I got my nice little lip along the edge. Good. Fits nice and snug like a bug in the rug. That's what I wanted. See that little lip at the end? I want that right there because when I bring the fabric down, I don't want to have a bump sticking out at all, period. So enough room. Got my brackets back there that fit nice. We're not worried about this little piece sticking out because what we're going to do is we have these legs they're going to stick out a little bit here and here. And that's going to allow my screen to sit out a little bit. Or when you have acoustic screens, they actually hang. So they don't sit flat against the wall. Unless you have your speakers installed into your wall, then you can sit it flat. We don't have speakers installed on the wall here. So we have a little hook system. So that's my hook system there and there. My system sits out a little bit from here. And my soundbar is connected to the back right there. So you want to have a little bit of lip there. Also too, what also works fantastic, bookcase ends. If you want to figure out a way how to mount your screen so it hangs a little bit out from the wall, bookcase ends perfect. All you got to do is just, like I said, at the end of the day, just that piece of wood, like you have here. You take your bookcase ends and you put them right underneath the bottom of this. Drop your screws in, connect it to your wall, boom, done, that's it. Or if you want, drop some screws into it here and here. You've got a nice light frame, you got no speakers in it, you got something hanging over top of your wall, connect it into your ceiling with some fishing cable, get a levitating screen. I've done a couple of those too, to build a few levitating screens. I miss levitating screens. Those screens are beautiful, man. I miss my levitating screen. Gotta build me another one of those. I'll build me a smaller one. I had a 120-inch levitating screen. That thing was big. Oh, you know what? I just thought about something. I'm looking to get rid of this. I am looking to get rid of this. The screen's big. It's heavy. You know, it's bolted in pretty good, but it's a big screen. And I want to customize one. I might do a levitation here. Oh, yeah, that would look hot, man, because I got this white radiator. I'll recoat this all in white because you need that white background to get that push off on that blue. So, yeah, recoat all this in white and have like a levitating blue at the bottom. Just, oh, that would be sick. Excuse my French, I was about to say sexy. I don't want to say anything nasty, but, oh, that'd be beautiful. Oh, that'd be hot. I got to do it now. I got to get rid of this. It's going to go, it's going to go, it's going to go. We're building one. We're building one. We're going to make a nice thin one, just like this one. Is how we're going to set it up. I'm going to put my speakers behind the back. I'm going to do strictly acoustic, and I'm going to have it levitating. So that way it's like it's just floating. You can see that soft glow just brushing against that white top of the radiator. Tell me that's not going to be hot. We're definitely doing that. We're definitely doing that. That's the next one. I got to talk to the driver, see if she can pick me up some more. I'm going to build me a couple of frames, but I'm going a little bigger on this one because I can get much bigger on this. I got to shrink it to this size. I'm going to fill out probably from a little farther from here to here make it a little higher up, but I want about this much of of it, like it's floating that much. And that's going to blend nice, right? Nicely. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. It's definitely what we're going to do. Put some soft blue neon behind the back of that. Hey, you want to help me build that project, buddy? Like, no, I'm going to stare at birds all day. Whatever. Yeah, we're going to have it floating, have a little levitation blue pushing at the bottom of it. That's going to be beautiful. And it'd be much easier than this gigantic monster. Could have saved some money. Could have saved like $480. It's a big screen. All right, what are we going to do with that one now? Let me see. All right, these do not work. Just to let you know, I don't know what kind of material they use for these particular edgeless screens. Do not stick them outside, because you'll develop these like pockets of air in between the PVC, and it's like a bubble effect. Don't ever put these things outside. Now, the fixed frame screens, the generic cheap fixed frame screens, they're fantastic. You can stick them things out there all year round. You don't have a problem with them bad boys. But that one, I had this one outside, and that's what I noticed, these little pocket bubbles. And how you get rid of them, just take a little pin, pop a little hole, let that air push out, hit it with a heat gun, let it push back in, coat over top of it, and you're done. I had about 6 of them all over my screen. If you look at my screen now, you don't see any of them. But yep, I had these little bubbles that popped up, and they came from the heat hitting the back and causing the PVC to expand, whatever they use for this PVC. But I've never had a problem with the other one doing that. So, yeah, I learned a lesson from that one. That's a lesson I learned from that one from there. All right, so we got it all done. Got our speakers right there set up. I got to run a nice little unit. I need something to hide my wires, so I got some of that laying around the house. Where we got that from? The speaker cable wires. We stick wires behind the back of them. We got some of them around here somewhere. Let me see. My drawers full of stuff. We got some around here somewhere. I got a whole pack of them. If not, they're probably used or something. Yeah, this is my house with all the wires and stuff. So at least I know now, when I do tell you that, look, go to this place, buy this particular fabric right here for your projection screen. This stuff works as acoustic. This is front and rear. So anything front and rear is acoustic, just to let you know at the end of the day, so you know that. Because if a picture can send to the back of it, yeah, it's acoustic. You can use these. I've used these all the time. But these are really cheap. These are only 100-inch. It's about 99 inches, but still near 100 inches. $28. That's all it costs you for this. $28. So we're going to turn this screen into an acoustic screen using that technology. And we got it right here. Boom, a big container of it. Because yeah, I got a lot to spray. I have to spray my screen in there. I got to spray my screen upstairs. I'm converting all that into visible and phantom, and I got to spray that one. I want 3 of these screens in the house. Oh, 4, because we're getting rid of the screen in the front now. That's gone. I'm doing a levitating screen for that one. Now, if you want to hide, because you're going to have this shiny, look, he didn't eat any of his turkey. Oh, that turkey, I may have given him too much. You want to hide those shiny loop screws, or I guess I call them loop screws. They're going to be in your ceiling. What you want to do is get the same paint that you painted your ceiling with and coat that around those screws. The wires and stuff, you want to get some really heavy, it depends on how heavy your frame is. This frame is going to be really light. But the one I actually built was actually a pretty heavy frame when I first started off. Get some really good fishing wire, something really clear fishing cable, some real heavy fishing cable. That's what you want. And you'll be able to hang it up with no problem. I mean, just hooks here and here, and that's basically it. Get yourself a leveler so you have it nice and neat. And then when you run your neon lights, run your neon lights. I don't like using those neon lights when I do levitating screens. I'm going to show you what I like to use. Well, pretty much I can just tell you. Outdoor lights. I like to use the outdoor. You can use it for inside, just to let you know. But I like to use outdoor lights because they have a soft glow to them. These are a little harsh, but they have a soft glow to them. So that's what we're going to be using to wrap around the screen. That's what I have with the gamer screen. I was using the outside lights, but they have a better glow to them than these do. So we're going to run some at the bottom so we can get that nice kind of UFO effect. And then we're going to put them around the back. Now, the back behind where my screen is at has a blackout cloth material, and the reason why it's there, it's not about light, it's about my neon lights, because my neon lights are bright back there. Actually, I think they are outdoor lights that are sitting back there. I think they are. But anyway, to make sure that the outside of my house doesn't look like a disco parlor, I had that there to block any of the light pushing through. So you can't see any lights behind the back of the screen. But what we're going to do is we're going to have to basically re-put white behind the back of it. Because what's happening is that black's going to absorb my light source. So I need to, like, it's floating. So what I have to do is actually reattach a white sheet to the back of it so I can get that back reflect that light can push out much better. And get that floating effect. So we're going to put lights at the top, at the very top, then we're going to put lights on the bottom, and the rest of them we're going to connect from the back so that we can get the floating off the ceiling and the floating off the bottom, and the rest can push out from the side. I'll show you a demonstration where I did a 120-inch floating screen, and with this one was pretty cool. I actually painted the border bright white. It's a real thick white border, and the screen inside was jet black. Everything else was bone white around the screen and just had this floating effect. Biggest fear I had with that thing coming down and killing me or breaking my legs, because I used to actually tuck my feet under the screen and watch movies that way, put my pillow and just sit there and watch the screen. But it was up there pretty sturdy. It wasn't coming down. I mean, just to make sure it wasn't coming down, I actually epoxy that bad boy, the screws into the ceiling, which I'm probably going to do here. Get a stud finder and still epoxy those suckers in. All right, so that's going to be fun right there. That's going to be joy, 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 joy. So we're going to do that. We're going to convert this, get rid of this, levitating screen. That's what we're going to build. And it's going to be cheap. It's going to be cheaper than that thing because that thing was expensive. So the blackout cloth surface I have for this is also acoustic. This surface right here, I paid $48. This is a 150-inch screen, $48 for the surface. We're going to coat. The heck is that flashing across my? I'm about to say, I thought someone was flashing across my screen in there. But anyway, we're going to pay $148. Sorry, $40 for the surface. We're going to go down to Home Depot, get ourselves some wood. We're going to build some nice frame. We're going to stick it up in there. We're going to levitate it. Have our levitating screen. Yeah, because I'm going to do something with that. I'm tired of these fixed frame screens are so expensive. You got to put them together, but I'd rather just do the fixed frames and be done with it. Okay, let's get this started. Mr. Bird is turning into a chatty catty. I'll never get anything done today. And I got a package sitting out there, which my cat is guarding right now. All right, let me see. We got that all done. It's finished. All that's done. We got to do now is just staple down the material and get the spraying. So let's get all this cleaned up. So that was dandy. Now, like I said, because we have this extra lip hanging out, we're just going to get some extenders. You can get screws. Some people tell you have to get special extenders. You drop a long screw in there, and you can adjust it on how far you want to go in or out, on how you want to sit. You're going to like table, what do you call it, coffee table, your projection screen. That's when you do with LED lights. You put a little stand behind the back of it. That allows the light to push out against your walls and stuff like that. So you drop a screw in there, silver screw in there. I don't know, make a difference what color. And that way you can drill it in and out and get a kind of size on how far you want it to sit out from the screen. Now, if you want it to hang, like it's levitating, you know what I mean, like it hang a little bit, bookcase ends. Easy to do. Very easy to do. It's cheap. Some people want to charge you like $30, $40, $50 for some mounts. Bookcase ends. You know what my screen is hanging, my motorized projection screen is using? Upstairs is hang to the wall with? You know those iron brackets that you get for hanging flower pots outside? Comes with that end that comes like this and has a little loop on the end like this? That's what I bought. $7. I got my motorized projection screen. I got them bracketed, boom, boom, boom. Took the loops, lock them in each place, let it hang. That's it. That's what it's hanging upstairs with. I've been at $40, $50 for the brackets. Go down and get just everyday stuff from Home Depot. Hang your stuff up. All right, let me see. It's done. Let's get the speaker out of the way. Well, I can't wait to test this out. That's fun with the screen. So now, what we're going to do, because I'm reminding you, I still got to stretch the material over my frame, right? So this is in the way. So well, that's in the front, it's in the way. How are you going to stretch the material over? That's why we didn't staple it down. That's why we just use screws. So that way we can just, see, here we go. Take it off. See. Take it off and put it over here because we still got to stretch the material down. Then you put it back on. All right. Or if I want to make sure I don't want to keep drilling the screw over and over again, which this is going to be permanent once I put it there. This is speakers are designed I can slide in and out. I had one idea. I was going to design one for outside, which I'm still going to do it. It's actually the entire screen lifts up. So if I want to get access to certain things there, because instead of the speakers being built into the frame, they're going to be built into the stand behind the frame. So that way, if I need to get access to the inside of my speakers, all I got to do is just come over, hit the lock, and lift the entire screen up, hook it to the back where the frame is at, and I can adjust my speakers or LED lights or whatever I want and lock it back in place, just like that. These are the kind of ideas God blesses me with every day. I'm going to build one of those. I want an acoustic outside down. I want acoustics everywhere in the house. I love the acoustic screens. Are so beautiful. I love them because I don't have the Stonehenge effect. Some people like to have the Stonehenge effect. That's up to you. But to me, personally, I don't want to see speakers all over the place. I don't want to see any speakers at all. I want to be able to walk into my theater room and see nothing at all. So when I come in here, my speakers are here and my subs are behind my sofa. That's it. Keep it nice and clean. Same thing. I got to do some wire management over there too. But let's get back to this where Mr. Bird burns himself out. Because Mr. Bird hasn't had breakfast or tea or anything else. I'm just charged today. All right, let's get this thing stapled down. What is in my shoe? Got a screw in my shoe. Got a screw in my shoe, Taco. Got a screw in my shoe. What do you think about that? Nothing. Nothing at all. Not a peep out of you, Mr. Taco. Not a peep out of you. All right, so we're going to put our area right there in the corner. Peep out of you, Mr. Taco. Oh, says I got nothing to say to you, crazy man. What you talking about, Mr. Taco? What you talking about? And get back into our frog cry. The heck am I hooked on? I always hooked on so many things. Now, how I do mine, I'll staple it here, then I'll stretch it down, boom. Then I'll do the same thing over there. That's how I do mine. I start from here, stretch it nice and tight here. I don't put any staples in here yet, so I just have to do some adjustments. So I'll show you as we go along. Bring this down a little for you guys. Here we go. Yeah, what's up, man? You know what it is, don't you? That's our friend. Chiming in for that good morning. So good morning, Mr. Bird. How are you doing today? I am doing grand. Just grand. Good morning, have a ball. We got more than enough. We got more than enough. More than enough. Get this done. So you want to stretch as tight as you can? And now, I keep forgetting this material expands. I do this to myself every single time. Next one I'm going to make bigger. Look how much material I got left over. Look at that. So I literally had enough on the first size. When I put it in, it was in the middle. I keep forgetting this stuff expands. This is a spandex screen. Well, we got to build another one anyway. So I got to build a couple of these. So anyway, let me see. All right, let's get this done. Keep forgetting these things expand a little bit every single time. I did that with the other one. I could have got a much bigger screen out of that, but yeah. This is going to fit nice and snug on your screen. Nice and snug, like a bug in a rug. You say that a lot, Mr. Bird. Yes, I do. Come on. Okay, nice. In there. I'm fighting. What's the dealio? What is the dealio? Oh, we just disconnected. That's great. Got a good stretch on there, too. The cord decided not to disconnect itself. Can we stand there, please, and get this done? A nice stretch on that one, too. How are you getting disconnected? All right. Let's try this again. Get a nice little stretch on. So what we're doing, we're getting a nice little stretch on it. Stretch it as much as we possibly can. We want to push it down, make it nice and tight. Drum. It still doesn't want to freaking function right. What's going on with you? There we go. I have a temperamental working. No, it's not today. I'm not working today, buddy boy. No. If you want me to work, you're going to have to work for it. Enough. Over there. Good. I love this material. It fits nice and tight every time. See that already? We haven't even got it stapled up. Just to the corners right now. That's all we did. This stuff fits nice and snug. I love this. There's no gaps, nothing. So let's go get this done. Don't worry about that part. All that's going to fit in nicely. So what we're going to do is we're going to staple the other side. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Hit this side. Boom, boom, boom. Stretch as much as possible. Keep pulling it, keep pulling it, keep pulling it. Then we're done. Really easy. Let me get some extra staples over here too, because I always run out every time all that stuff. Let's not trip over stuff and get murdered. That's good. We're good on that one. So we need from there. So what we're going to do right now, we got that side stapled in there. We're just going to pull a little bit more on this side. I think I should do it this way. Much easier. I'm not killing myself doing this. That right there. This cat gives off commands. You're doing it wrong. It's gonna be better. Put some gusto into it. Bring it to life. It's not by cat standard. It's not by taco standard. It doesn't work at all, people. You have to understand. Taco is the boss. Is that right, Taco? I'm the boss. I'm the commander-in-chief. Taco for president. Taco for president. See what I told you about not having them L brackets nice and smooth? Look how beautiful that looks, nice and smooth. You don't want them L brackets to leave imprints right in your screen. It'll look really ugly. Okay. If you're sitting there trying to watch the game and your girl be watching your eyes just slowly drift off the screen into that little corner like, what the freak is this? Yeah. If you're one of those people that's got to have things just so. But yeah. Boom! It's done! Now we won't have the LED lights in right away, but we'll be gaming off this today. Today. Yeah, we'll game off this today. You kidding me? You know, when I build screens, man, I plan to use them today, right away. I got my Pac-Man games I'm already loaded up on here already. This thing is going to be on. I'll show you how fast it is. We're going to get this done. Now you got your sides done. Boom, done. Boom, done. Now we're going to go over there, and we're just going to go in, and we're just going to do the sides. Da, 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 and we're finished. Da, 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 da. More staples for the road. Da, da, da. Is the commander. I'm the commander. Are you the commander, Taco? I am the commander. I am the commander. Are you the commander? I'm the commander. Alright, you're the commander. Ding. Sprout. Fresh one in. Boom. Don't worry about all the staples on top. We got a way to cover all that up so that looks nice and pretty. When you got anything sticking up, just go in and just take your mallet, put a piece of wood over top of it, bang it back in. Got nice and stretching out. Drum. Get a little bigger too, but I like this size. I'll take it. I'll take it. You can go a little bigger next time. A little bigger next time. Side done. Boom. All right. Nice and big. Let's stretch this noise. Look at that, people. Look how tight that's getting. It's nice. You can bounce a quarter off that. This reminds me of my dad. He used to come in there and say, boy, make your bed. And bounce a quarter off that bad boy. That's how I grew up. $half $1. I was one at that particular time. All right. We are charged today, are we not? Gotta have fun. All right, let's stretch this over too. This is nice and tight on this side. All right, so dropping these in. Now what I do sometimes, I take my hand and I'll take the screen and I'll push down and I'll hold it at the same time and staple as I go along. That's how I do it. That's how we do. That's how we do, people. That's how we do. Across, tighten it up, stretch it across, tighten it up, stretch it up, tighten it up. Adrenaline rush. I love to build stuff, man. I love to build stuff. I like to picture it, put it together. People understand, man. At the end of the day, I told you that God made man in the image of himself. God creates things, he thinks of it first. Well, pretty much about it, didn't think of much because it's a supreme being. But anyway, the idea comes to thought, he designs it and builds it. Man was designed the same way. We have the ability to be able to think, create, and build. Just like the Lord, to a certain degree. But all knowledge comes from God. Man didn't make science at all. God made science. God made it all. Everything. Man just wants to take all the credit. That's the problem. He doesn't. Period. Up to your standards, Mr. Taco. All right, let me get this done. Somebody did something stupid this morning. Give him a problem today. I literally had I keep my my non-lethals house. We got non-lethals up in here. I don't carry the real ones anymore, but I got non-lethals up in here. I sat right here, working on something, and I had a package right there on the porch. And I watched him. I watched the Joker, because you can't see through here. I can see you, but you can't see until you get up close. And I watched this Joker freaking come up and walk back and forth several times looking at the package. Now, he'll meow. He'll let me know a little bit if something's near the house. But I watched him walk back and forth. So I went around back, grabbed the lethal, sat up against the driveway, waited for him to come up on the porch, and walked right up behind him. Never saw me coming. Now, I ain't have it out. I just had it on my side. That's all I need to do. Just have it on my side. That's it. And he kindly said, "How you doing? I thought I got the wrong house." And he walked away. Yeah. That's the reason why I don't cut my grass and the reason why I own gillies. I sat right there and looked at him. Came walk behind him. Walked right at the back. Came out the other end. And I had it right on my hip. I used to carry the real ones, but now at the end of the day, I don't want to be responsible for that nonsense. At the end of the day, I'd rather take somebody out and basically make sure they're going to live the next day. I don't go out that way. But yeah, I got high philosophy pepper rounds. Same thing they police use to disperse crowds and riots. That's what I carry. I got them babies over here. Well, that's the only time I've seen that happen. Now, when he meow like that, I mean, either the cat's coming or somebody's walking up near the house. But yeah, I watched him. I sat right there watching him walk back and forth. First, he was across the street, and I watched him walk back and forth a little bit. Then he came over here, and he walked back twice. Now, people walking their dogs, they have the dogs who walk all the way up. They'll stop right about there, not near my house, do their business, pick it up, go all the way around. I watch this all day long on the cameras. They do this, blah, 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 blah. But this particular individual sat right there. I saw him stand at the house, walked across, came back and forth, and then slowly walked across. Now, you know by law, a lot of people don't know about guns, but by law, you have a driveway. Now, if it's city property is really, really interesting about city property. City property is like I told people at the end of the day, if something happens and you have to do something off, and I hope God forbid it never gets to that point, but if you're on city property, it's like if an officer walks over and he's on your property and you tell him to get off your property, he said, no, at the end of the day, it's a city property. But if somebody slips and falls on your property, at the end of the day, it's your property. That's kind of a gray area. It's kind of messed up. But when you have a driveway, it's a whole different rule. People understand. The minute you step off that sidewalk and the minute you step on that driveway, you're on private property, right there from the door, which means the person who owns that house has the option of using lethal force or non-lethal force on you. That's what you understand. The minute, depending on how far you in the driveway, depending on how bad it might get for you. But that's what I know for a fact. And I have officers will come by the house that I know. I know a lot of police officers. I told the whole neighborhood it's all retired cops. The majority of them, most of them retired cops up here. The guy over there owns the Marley Davidson. You might hear from time to time on camera. He's a bounty hunter. But all these people are cops out here. They're all retired out here. But anyway, yeah, I was talking to one of them. I had a little incident in the house where my breathing was acting up. And paramedics came in, and I had my non-lethals on the table over there, getting ready to storm, getting ready to put them up. And when the officers came in, the first thing he said, "Are those real?" I said, "No, there's non-lethal weapons over there." And they're funny. I guess I know the officers over there. They came over, they were looking at them, playing around with them, everything, getting permission to touch them and everything. And asked me what kind of rounds I carry. So I carry pepper rounds. I don't carry rubber bullets. I carry the pepper rounds. Pepper rounds do a little more damage. Because you get hit with one of them, and you got to deal with the bullet, and you got to deal with that dispersion of that chemical going up in your face and everything. Yeah, that'll take you down pretty quick. But it won't kill you. That's the good thing about it. But anyway, so, they were telling me that, if someone comes up on the property, just make sure you get them in the driveway. That's what they were saying. Get them in the driveway. Because, you're on my property. Once you step foot over that property line and you hit that driveway, now you're on private property. I got a right to take you out. But this guy right here came up. I could have came right up behind him. I could have shot him, but I didn't do it. I basically just told him to walk away because he was a kid. That's basically about it. He was just curious what was in the box. Christmas time, and people think there's going to be game systems and stuff like that, but it was work equipment in there. But still, the fact that he walked over that line, yeah, that'd have been it. It's kind of dangerous because people got big dogs, you know what I mean? Big dogs. A lot of people got big dogs up here. We had a King Corsa Rockwater, one of them big dogs up in there. That'd have been it. I would have been got there before Sparky would have got a hold of him. But yep, I had it happen. I had an incident like that happen. One time I had the projector set up there and I went in the house for a minute. Somebody heard me on camera saying, "Hey, you lost your freaking mind?" Yeah, he walked over. He was going to go over and probably just look at the projector. But still, don't cross over into a driveway. Because, yeah, That's automatically gets someone the right to put a bullet in you at the end of the day. You ever been shot in the face with pepper rounds? It ain't a pretty day. I'm not aiming for your face at the end of the day either. Hopefully not. I'll hit you in the face. All right. We got to tack this up right here. We're done. It comes out nice and flat. That's nothing too. People, look, at the end of the day, if you need signature confirmed, let me know. It's Christmas time coming up. All right. And you're going to have package bandits out there on the loose. Looking at spotting what you're getting and what you may be getting, that and the other. So if you need that signature confirmed, email me and let me know so I put that in there for you. Now, some people may just walk away and not be at the front door, but may have that kind of environment where people, neighbors will watch out for them, that nothing goes missing, And that means that's something you might have wanted to use that day. You could have got your projector that day, could have got your screen that day. You want to set everything up. And just because you went downstairs to take care of business, postman has to take your package. It's signature confirmed means they have to take it with them. They can't leave it there. You have to sign for it. So that's why I said I request that people need it. Just let me know if you request that. Say, hey, look, a neighbor's a little iffy. I don't trust so-and-so. Whatever it may be. That'll make a difference. You have to even tell me all that. I need signature confirmed. We add that in there for free. So that just saves you some time. Because sometimes if I'm not going to be here, like if I'm out to take care of some business, usually like now I don't go leave the house too much at all. But if I have something coming and I have to go to a doctor's appointment, I'll put signature confirm on it. Because at least, at the end of the day, I can mask up. Me and the driver can drive down and pick it up. Other than that, yeah. We got staples in this bad boy? Staples. That's all. But yeah, I had that happen one time. I was like, yep. Yeah. Kids would do dumb stuff. I did plenty of dumb stuff when I was his age. That's why I didn't think nothing of it. Really dumb stuff. We all do dumb stuff. Mary Jenkins. Okay, a minute. Mary Jenkins. Okie dokie. So we're done. Okie dokie. So, yeah. Try to got a little more out of this because this screen expanded. See how much leftover lip I had at the bottom? I could have got more out of this, but this is a perfect size. I like it. So we'll do another one. We got plenty of wood downstairs. I got enough to do another screen. So, yeah. I still want to do a smaller one. I'm going to do one like this one. Portable. Got the table legs to come out so I can hang up on the wall. My table and screen at the same time. All right, here we go. All right, so where we have our screws at for our bracket. So I'm going to take these. I'm going to put these inside like so. So with my candy. So what we got left over, we can double up. We can fold it back up under the screen. What we got left over hanging up, we just fold that back up under the screen. That's all. You don't have to be going to Staple King mode for that one. Whatever you have, just tuck it up underneath. That's all. The back, no one's really going to see it at the end of the day. I can look at the back of the screen. Too much. What do we have here? I've got no tracks off there. Right there. So I'll take that a little bit. Right here. We got the brackets getting all the way over. Right there. There we go. That works. Alright, we got that one side there. Sorry you're not seeing it. I'll show you the rest of this in a few minutes. Sorry about that. Try to get this part done. we got a bulkhead. We got a plate there. That's the plate. I ain't worried about that. Please get over the plate there. I should have you guys up a little higher. But let me bring it to my level here. So now we're just taking away the fabric, whatever's hanging out. So that's nice and neat. See how flat that lays right there? And we just take a little lint brush, go over top of it, clean it down, and then we'll spray it. Because I got a little bit of lint here from the kitty cat. We're out. We got left. We're out. I need one of these over here. We got a plate there. See that plate out? That's good. Okay. Okie doke. We're done on this side, so now we're gonna flip it around. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Make sure I don't jack anything. Well, it's definitely taller than my ceiling, so let me see. We'll go this way around. And do it the opposite way. Well, I still gotta switch it around. All right, and I'll lay it flat. Better way to do this. Not basically anything stupid in the process. There we go. Here. All right, we're good on that. Good on that. Looks good. That's Gucci. Where's the cannon? Okay, here we go. Or the gun, or whatever you want to call it. Now what we're going to do is, at the top, no worry about that, we're going to put some pretty cool material across that. I like caution tape, that's what I like to use. That kind of like danger caution tape, that's what we're going to be using for that. Because I'm going to have all my games run off this. Make sure everything, the whole 9 yards, I'm going to run everything off of it. Make sure all this is all nice and secure. There we go. That's nice. Here. This is all sitting pretty good. That's all done. That's all done. We just got to get this trim right here. That's pretty much basic about it. All right, so I'm going to get my mallet, or a piece of wood, bang all these down right here, and I'm going to get some caution tape, some really cool decal caution tape, which I'm definitely going to be setting up around here, around the screen to hide all this right here. So that'll be nice. Done, and then after that, we'll run our LED lights on the top when we're done from there. All I gotta do now is just basically just go in and just basically just clean it down a little bit because it has some of Taku's signature on it. Cat. And that's basically about it. Spray it down, that's all. It's not a lot. He didn't shed much at all anyway. I would suggest you when you do this, put a surface down first, but I didn't do it. I was just want to get this done. Okay. Got the mirror function in today. I need to just pop right in here for this right here. For some reason you don't want to work for me. Okay, let's see if we're unplugged. Oh, we're unplugged. Why are we always unplugged? How does this thing keep unplugging itself? So stay in there, man. There we go. I just want to get that one little piece in there. All right. Now all I got to do now is just set up my, where's my piece at for my bracket set? Let's see. All right. It's already sized up, but I guess we'll put it back in again. Actually, it's supposed to be this side. I don't know what size it's in here. I think I went through. Oh, over there. Okay. That's a bad idea. That's a very bad idea. Let me do. This is on the side over here, is that? So not here. It's going to be on the side. I don't like putting that around. I really don't. First one here. All done. What we gotta do now? Actually, Taco doesn't shed that much. Man, that's all you shed? It's a lot of fur. Nothing. Most of it's just from my feet. That's basically about it. So not a sheddy kitty. Not a sheddy kitty. If you're not, he is not a sheddy kitty. Alright. We got the screen done. What we gotta do now is just go in and blast that bad boy with some of that formula we got in there. Right, so what we're going to do is to clean up the mask we have on it. See how it's acoustic? So I can see right through it. Told you. It's acoustic material. You can use it for acoustic. You can see right through it, can't you? Ah, yes. See, Mr. Bird will show you how to build an acoustic screen. It costs you next to nothing. Drop our formula on it and bam! Gorgeous. Look at the mess I got to clean up later on. Yeah, I bought 2 of these. I thought I was getting 1, but I got 2 of them. So we got the formula right here. This is going to be gorgeous. Now we're going to blast this bad boy. We got LED lights here, but I want chasers. That's what I want. I want to get some chasers for this bad boy. But we're going to game on it today. We're definitely going to game on it today. Actually, I can put those. No, I want all chasers. I want all chasers. That's what I want. So let's get that set up. Get my cup and sprayer downstairs. Get that ready. We throw a hoodie on. But before we do all that, we got to do something that's really important. We got to grab one of these. Let me see if I still got one over here. I may or may not have them over here. I should. Let me see. Ah! This is what I need to hide my cables and wires. Oh, no. Here, we can use this. We're going to use this side to hide our wires and cables in. Everything to have. You got something else in here. Just gotta figure out where it's at. Now, I guess if you don't have one of these laying around, I was looking for the lint brush they use for cleaning the lint with. We don't have one of those laying around. Easy way, get some tape, we'll do it too. So let's see if Mr. Bird can track down his tape for today. If he can find it. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? AKA my tape. Oh, gotta have tape around here somewhere. Taco, stay away from my screen. I know you. Taco will come in there. Taco's a jerk sometimes at the end of the day. He can be a jerk. Coming in right across my screen. Look what the freak is on your mind today. He's a jerk. He's definitely a jerk. You have no idea my cat's a jerk. I mean that. Literally, I mean seriously, when I tell people he's a straight up jerk sometimes, I will sit there. I'm sitting on the sofa, chilling and relaxing. I'm comfortable. Got myself spread out watching a little TV. Here comes Taco. Taco will sit there and stare at me because he jump on that side of the sofa. That's the side of the sofa he's on. I move all my stuff over to make accommodation for the cat. He don't even jump up there. He just look at me and walk away. You're a freaking jerk. Or, my personal favorite, when I get done cleaning out his litter box, he don't go to the litter box. Take his dump, do his business, around the house, run around doing his thing himself. I'm watching you. So anyway, so he'll do his stuff. He's done. All right, he's done with the litter box. He ain't paying it no mind at all. The minute I go in there to clean up the litter box, Taco take a dump right after I get done cleaning it out. I'm like, you jerk. But he's a good cat. Could be worse. All right, we gotta find tape. How do I not have tape in here? We just got finished taping up the stuff yesterday. Oh man, I gotta spend some time to organize my kitchen. My kitchen is unorganized. I have to be to find my stuff. Organize this place a little better. Because if I got orders to ship out today, I need to find my stuff. You got one roll of tape in here? You gotta be kidding me. That's virtually impossible. You always gotta take one of those. Still, gotta have a roll in here somewhere. There you go. What the heck? Is this going to the fly zone? All right, so this is what we got to do. Apparently, I can't find my rollers I use. I used to have them for my peat coat to clean up the any hair I might have got. He's chilling. He's sitting in this window right now. He's in his own world right now. I like that cat. He really do like that cat. This is what we're going to do. Wrap your tape on the opposite side. I'm pretty sure your mom taught you this one. Clean lint off your jacket, especially if you have jackets that collect lint, clothes, and stuff like that. Just wrap it around like this across the screen. That's all. Might want to get your hand out first. Just take out any of the you might have appeared on your screen. Easy but cheesy. Easy McCheesy. Ooh, what is this? See that right there? Clean it off real quick, real fast. Right off. all that dirt on there. That comes from like anything I might have had on the floor. I gotta come in, I gotta vacuum everything down. I'm about to do my Christmas cleaning anyway, so I do a clean over Christmas, clean everything down, get it all nice and looking nice in here, mop down the floors and all, and then start setting up my Christmas stuff. So this year we got the cobblestone fireplace. I didn't get a chance to burn it last year because my lungs were jacked up, but this year I may burn it. I may burn my fireplace. I had it inspected already, so it's good. And I got plenty of wood in the backyard. I'm cutting down a tree. When I was a kid, we had a fireplace growing up. I know what it was like to live with a fireplace. A lot of kids don't have the opportunity, but yep, I know what it was like to live and have a fireplace. Mom had one in one of the houses we lived in. I always thought that Christmas was always special to have a real burning fireplace in your home. That's how it was when I was coming up. We'd come downstairs. But my mother never hung stockings on the burning fireplace, you know. We had another fireplace in the next, down. Man, the house was pretty nice. I really thought about it. You know, think about that kind of stuff when you're a kid. When you get older, you know, you're like, wow, my mom had a real nice house. She had a house where you walk into the vestibule and you come and had to step down into the living room. Realize that. She had to step down into the living room. And in the living room, that's where we had a Christmas. We had a big tree over in the corner, and she had a fireplace there. It was like a fake fireplace and had the fake fire underneath of it and all that stuff like that. And we used to put our stockings there. We had an actual burning fireplace. So, you know, it's kind of nice. When I moved to my other house, it had gas. I didn't like it. I never used it at all. The one I have with the condensed lighting. But when I came here, I saw that fireplace. I was like, that working? She's like, yeah, it worked. I was like, oh, man, that's a blessing. But like I said, when I came here, my lungs were pretty bad because I just started taking that Symbicort, and it hasn't really attached itself to my lungs. So this year, things are a little different. Like, you know, barbecue smoke, none of that stuff doesn't bother me. I mean, the fact that I can sit here and do this right now, last year I wasn't doing this. Last year I was struggling to do this. Now it's like, man, second life, man, second life. It's like that feeling where, you know, you're playing the game and you're drowning and you're swimming up as fast as you can. You're trying to get to the top and you can see your bars dropping, the screen starts to get black. That's how it was last year. This year, man, whole different person this year. By next year, I'm going back into training. I'm going back into lifting weights again. I'm going back into freaking combat training. I'm going right back in. I'll be good to go. Go right back into lifting my weights again. Because I was way bigger than this. Man, when I got sick. But now they put that Symbicort, and believe me, I denied it first time they gave it to me. I didn't want to take it. I had it for about 6 months on my shelf. I wouldn't touch it because I figured it wasn't going to work. Like, man, it's just more medication I'm putting in my system. But this stuff freaking changed my life. That, and first of all, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But all together, man, this stuff is freaking amazing. I'm like a whole nother person. Yeah, next year, I go back into weightlifting. I'm going back into combat training. I'm gonna get my 10th degree black belt. And after that, I get done for that. I can't do Black Tiger Kung Fu because I'm too old. It takes 15 years to master that. I ain't got the years for it. But I can take some other stuff up. Yes, I will. And contact some of my old buddies, see if they still kicking, they still around. Some of the old masters, if I can track any of them down. See if I can get some training from them. I should have took up Wing Chun. I should have took that up. I should have took it up. Soft style. But I didn't like it too much. Yeah, I'm going. I got a niece who's a black ops. Yeah, I got a niece who's a black ops. She has a school. You can go there for training. I might go over there too. She's over in Texas. Might go over there for about 2 years and get some training over there. She teaches people what the Army taught her. All that good stuff. I'm gonna learn all that stuff and go right back in. All right. This is looking nice, man. Look how clean that is. I love this. This is a good idea. This is better than basically the Velcro I would have worked with. That's what I would have worked with. Real nice. Oh, I'm about to say, what's that noise? My freaking air cleaner. Gotta give me a new one of those. I'll tell you what I want. I want a driving simulator outside. Tell me that wouldn't be hot. I mean, you're already driving like you're outside. I want a driving simulator outside. That's what I want. I'm building one too. I'm building a nice little platform, and I'm putting a nice little driving simulator and come out there and drop my computer into it and just drive. After driving, look at the scenery. I'm gonna use that invisible black technology for it. I'm gonna put my projectors behind it. All right, so we're good. We got it nice and cleaned down because I want to make sure I spray this. Mind you, the coating I'm going to put on this, anything that's on here, it's going to cling to the screen. Last thing you'll be looking at is a huge piece of cat hair across your screen going, gee whiz, I wish that wasn't there. Yeah. But it'll coat it anyway. It'll make a difference. You want to coat anything it hits anyway. But I want to make sure it's done nice. And after this, people are going to be asking, like, do you build screens for people? No, we're not doing that, people. We are not doing that. That came out real nice. See, I told you it's acoustic. Sound, you can see right through them. When I was laying it out, people are like, oh, that's not acoustic. Yeah, it is. You'd be surprised. You really would be surprised. Any screen that's front and rear projection becomes acoustic. It's just the trick is, usually when you get those front and rears, watch them. Whatever. I saw what you're about to do, you little hocus pocus. Stay away from my screen. Don't argue with me. How dare you? How dare you? I'm your father. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is done. We're going to get ready to set this up. He's waiting for his buddy to come. I think he might be mad. He's waiting for his buddy to come in. So this is all done. We'll put this in here like so. See how flat that lays right there? Nice and flat. Let's see what he's upset about. What you mad about? What's ticking you off? Your buddy didn't come yet? He's over here. He's calm down and relax. So angry about everything. I swear in a past life, I think you were definitely like, oh, an angry old man in your past life. So just change me into anything. I don't want to be human anymore. Now you're just an angry cat. That's what you are now. A frustrated, angry cat. All right, so we're going to do next. We're going to clean up the street camp in here, which we ain't got much to do in here. Then we're going to go downstairs. We're going to blast it with the coating. And that's it. Let it dry. And then later on, when I get done having a bowl of cereal and watching some cartoons and all that other good stuff I like to do when I get up in the morning, I praise and thank the Lord for blessing me and see another day because, like I said, every day I ain't got to wake up. I ain't got to wake up. But I'm happy that I'm going to wake another day to work. Work on that's done. We're going to work on our project for the levitating screen. That's going to be the next project. I'm about to order that material today, so I can have that here. Let's see. Me and the driver got something to do the next couple of days, so we're going to be going out, and I'm going to be picking up my lumber for that, my LED lights and everything. Yeah, because that's gone. That's out of here. I'm getting a levitating screen. What you angry about? What's making you so angry right now? That's frustrating. Well, there's your buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey. What's your buddy? Hey, buddy. That's his buddy. His buddy just got. I knew he was here somewhere. There he is. He won't come. He don't trust me yet. Where's he at? There he is. This big man. See him walking in? Oh, calm down. That's his buddy. They look exactly alike. I swear that's got to be his father. They look exact same markings, same eyes. Only thing is his weight is way bigger than my cat. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him showing off. Showing off. You show off. Got some food in there, big man. Oh, he's big. He's really big. This is why I thought my cat was a female when I first got him. When he came in through the door, I thought he was female at first because he was little. He wasn't little, but he had like a little small head. I'm thinking there's no way in the world that's a male cat because he's too small. Because male cats are usually like that. They got heads the size of a softball. So later on, you know what I mean? His name was Kitty Kaboom because I thought he was a female. He had a pink collar and everything. No, I didn't think that all period. I just thought he was just a female because his head's small. And then when one day we were on the sofa and he licked himself, I was like, oh, you're a dude. I was like, well, they got to change that name. His name started to be Taku from a Japanese anime, but it turned out to be Taco. So he got the name Taco. And then my Dominican friends call him Taco Denario. They call him, his last name is Denario. They call him Denario. That's his buddy right there. Well, like I said, you know, he get to trust me. You know, maybe run over and scratch his belly a little bit. He get to trust me. You know, I'll feed him, bring him in the house. You know what I mean? Get the same good life you got. That's what we're trying to do. I'm trying to get him to trust me. I feed him every day now, so I'm trying to get him to trust me. Trust me, you know, I'll take him down, get him cleaned up, take him down to the vet, shots, you know, see what kind of medical he need and whatever. Get him taken care of, and then after that, you know, take him down, get him license and all, he's good to go. He'd be another big cat in the house. He needs another buddy anyway. And he got that big room to himself, so it'd be nice. But I think it looked like his dad because they look exactly the same markings and everything. So it could be. I don't know. If I can get him off the street, I want to get him in the house before the wintertime. If I can't get him in the house before the wintertime, I'm going to have to either buy or build a shelter for him with the heating pads and all that stuff, insulated and everything. Yeah, because that'd be a nice little project right there. Oh, that sucker with lights and everything. That'd be nice. Get water dish, the whole 9 yards. If I can't get him in for the winter. But we'll figure it out. We'll get him. Either way, he's taken care of. I'm the kind of person that if I say my lawsuit settles tomorrow and they got a house for me to move into, I ain't going anywhere until I get that cat. Because I'm not going to leave him behind. So I'll wait. I got time. I can spend another year here to get his trust. I don't want to leave him out the street. We gotta go on Amazon. We gotta order something for Big Man. We gotta order the food I give him. We're gonna go downstairs and blast in a few minutes. But the food I give him, it's that Farina Health food. Yeah, don't even think about it. Yeah, across the street. I had somebody one time walking by with a dog. He seen the cat on the porch. You gonna lean in? Go ahead and lean if you want. Go ahead. And take out you and your dog. It doesn't make sense. People doing dumb stuff. I had an incident one time, I tell you, this was when I was young, a long time ago, because people like to do that dumb stuff with their dog. I love dogs and all that, but come on, don't do that. If you see my cat out there chilling, don't go bring your dog in my driveway. Don't do that. That'll be the worst thing you ever do to your life. Don't do that. I don't like to threaten people, but don't do that nonsense. Tick me off over that nonsense. But I remember I had an incident where I used to live up on, I lived in the Badlands, and I had these bully sons, pit bulls, these big ones. One was Tigger. Tigger came at 180 pounds, and the other one was about 200 pounds. They were big pit bulls. And they weren't trained to kill them. Well, again, Tigger, on the other hand, was a bit of a nutcase, so there was something wrong with him. But anyway, Junior wasn't. He wasn't aggressive. Tigger was the aggressive one. He was an alpha man when I got him. So what happened was he would react. If Junior go to attack, he would attack too, because dogs feed off each other's adrenaline rush like that. So one day we got these where I live at, we had these high hedges. So when you're walking up near my house, you don't see the dogs. The dogs are sitting on the porch. I got them trained. They're sitting on the porch, and I'm sitting out there talking on the phone, and I see this young boy come around the corner with this little pit bull, like 50-pound pit bull, walking around the corner. You don't see this big old dog sitting on his porch, but he didn't see the dogs. He saw the cat. He saw a cat laying on the I explain to you how it goes. So in North Philadelphia, some of the houses, when you come down the stairs, they have a long pathway like this, and then 2 stairs to come down, and they go to the sidewalk. So if there's high bushes here, you can't see exactly what's on the porch because the bushes are in the way. But he saw the cat, and the dogs adapted to the cat. They like the cats. I don't train my dogs to harm other animals or fight other animals. They only fight if they had to, but I don't train them that way. So he saw the dog, he saw the cat. He didn't see the 2 big dogs sitting on the porch. So when he came around the corner, the dogs were laying this way on the side where it's cool at in the shade. And he saw me. So he thought the cat was mine. So he goes, "Hey, man, that's your cat." I said, "You don't want to mess with that. It belonged to them." He couldn't see them because them were sitting on the side. Oh, man, that was a terrifying day, boy. I thought my dogs were going to get put down. I was going to jail that day, boy. But that was a crazy day. But I'll tell you what happened. So anyway, he taking the dog off the leash. I said, "You don't want to do that. You don't want to take the dog off the leash. It belongs to them." Oh, my God, man. He took that dog off the leash. That dog jumped up on the porch. Tigger jumped off the porch. He went from I never seen a dog jump from the steps to the dog and locked on the dog. So he got his dog locked, like around his neck. He's killing his dog. And I'm sitting there trying to get the dog, his big dog, off another dog. And then I forgot about the second one on the porch. He jumped too, and he jumped on the owner. But thank God when he got the owner around the hoodie. So he's dragging the hoodie around. He's 250 or 200 pounds. He's shaking his head back and forth, and the owner is flopping all over the place. This young boy flopping all over the place. I got one dog attacking the owner, got another dog trying to kill the other dog. I'm thinking I'm going to jail tonight for this nonsense. It's crazy. So long story short, anyway, long story short to it altogether. So they're attacking him because he attacked the cat. That's how the whole thing triggered off. So I got one dog to release. I'm punching one dog in the rib. I got him to release, finally come out of that bloodlust, got him to release off the dog.
Got him, dragging him up on the porch. I got to grab the other one off him. I got these two big dogs. I'm fighting back and forth, and they're dragging this guy all over the place. Now the other dog decides he wants to lock on the owner too. So now I got two big dogs to try to get the owner, keep from killing him. Finally get them off the owner. Finally get the dogs on the porch. Young boy picks up his dog, runs around the corner. And this is when I lived in a drug-infested neighborhood. All the dealers on the block saw it. So apparently he sold for, I guess, somebody around the way. I guess somebody around the corner. But everybody around there knew me anyway. You know, I'm an old head. I knew me around there anyway. So later on that night, a couple people came up on the porch. And I figured we was going to have some problems. But no, they came up on the porch. And they said, hey, Mr. Bird, how you doing? Good. He said, we saw what happened. You know, no problems. You know what I mean? You know, it's squashed. So and so and so. He had no business doing what he did. You know, he walked up on it when you took the dog off the leash. So, you know, his problem. So that was the end of it right there. But never forgot that day, boy. Ever since then, man, I keep them chained. When I had them on the porch, I had the chains on them. Because I didn't know they would pounce like that. Not like that. I've never seen a dog jump from the top of the steps and lock on a dog's neck like that. Whew. Man, that was something else, boy. That was a day right there, boy. They talked about that all week long. I came out of the house and yeah, I was going to jail. The jail, one of them jokers was going to come up and kill me over that nonsense. That was crazy. That's when I lived in the Badlands. So that was crazy. Man. And I had the dogs trained. I had them trained really well, but they did what they wanted to do that day. Never saw the young boy again after that. Never saw him again. Never saw him again after that. But everybody knew my dogs up there as Tigger. Tigger had the name Tigger because Tigger, when I got him, my sister picked him up for me. She went down at that time I was living at the big house and up in North Philly. And I was like, yo, your neighbors, they got dogs? Because I was trying to get a dog. They got dogs? And she's like, yeah, they just had pit bulls over there. I said, oh, man, give me a dog. She went down and got me a dog. Out of all the dogs she got me an alpha male, which is the worst of the worst. That's the one that's the leader of all the pack. So when I got Tigger home, Tigger had these big old giant ears, he had these big giant paws. He was tiger striped, gorgeous, beautiful eyes. So when we took him to the park, I'll call my boy Jason. He had a rock wall. I said, Jason, I got me a dog, man. Let's go up to the park. Let's walk the dogs to Temple. So we had Temple University walking the dogs. But when the minute I brought Tigger up, Tigger was only about 4 months. No, probably about 3 months into or 3 months. He was like, ooh. He was growling at a dog that was twice his size. Like he wasn't afraid to fight it. And my buddy was like, you got a freaking alpha male. That's what I had, alpha male. Tigger was brutal. He was brutal. He was nasty. He was a nasty piece of work. I never had to train him to kill anybody, nothing. He was just that kind of dog that if you came near me, he'd kill you, just like that. No problem, without it. Couldn't have him around, couldn't have kids around me. No one could literally get around me. It was one of those episodes, if I had a heart attack in the house, you would literally have to shoot the dog to get near me. He was one of those. Whew, man, he passed away. I had him for 15 years. He passed away, but yeah. I remember I broke my arm in class. Some dumb nonsense, trying to break some boards and shattered my hand. Ended up breaking my arm broke my hand, and I buried that dog in my backyard. Dragged him put him on a piece of blanket, and dragged him down the hallway and buried him in my front yard. He's still in the front yard, probably bones now, but in the front yard now. But yep. I learned one thing: never getting an alpha male again, because man, you can't have any kind of social life when you got a dog that would try to kill everybody around you. But here's a nice dog. He's beautiful. Oh. Got the name Tigger, not because he was tiger striped, because his ears were so big, he kept tripping over top of them, and he hopped when he ran. And some white girl saw it and said, you should name him Tigger. And that's how he got the name. That's exactly how he got his name. Tigger. 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 Okay. You know the dots. Like I know this guy. I do. time. I'm an angry cat. Well, it's a good thing I did make this thing a little shorter, man. I'd probably be down the hallway. Okay, there we go. All right. Now we got to do a black shoe with the magic elixir, and you'll be good to go. Yo, it's beautiful. All right, let's get set up for this. We're gonna need the sprayer for this one too. Where's the sprayer? Where's that one? Oh, man. All right, so we're gonna get ready to paint this. Setting up my equipment to spray it. We're using our Wagner 250 paint sprayer. Have a little fun. Talking with Mr. Bird. Yeah. All right. Yep. Mr. Bird. This time around, when I move, I'm gonna get myself 2 Irish Wolfhounds. That's what I want. 2 Irish Wolfhounds. I love them dogs. They're a bit pricey, but I'm getting me 2 of them bad boys. I was gonna get some. I wanted to get some newbies. What do you call them? The big old furry dogs like bears. I forgot the name of dogs. Foundlands. So I was gonna get some Foundlands at first, but man, them suckers slobber a lot. So I like the Irish Wolfhounds. I'm gonna get a couple of those. Maybe a couple of haircuts too. Some furry boys. All right. Let's go shake up the good stuff. Shake it up, good stuff. Now, the reason why, if you look at me, if you look at the screen, you notice that I put the black side first, because it's less paint. The chemical we have is black. The best side to paint it is the black side. You know why? It's less paint at the end of the day. Make your job easier. Make your job a freaking nightmare. Majority of most acoustic screens come in white or silver or gray. People want to go to Carl's Blackout Cloth and spend all that money for something you're literally going to paint over top of. Just go down and get this material that I'll show you where to get it at. $28 for 100 inch, $48 for 150 inch. Get the 150 inch, you can cut a screen size. You can cut a screen size anywhere from 150 or to 100 to 100, whatever. So you're covered. Now, if you want to go something bigger than that, you want to do 180 and up, all you got to do is get micro mesh tarp. Micro mesh tarp can come in 30 feet by 30 feet. That's freaking huge right there for the end of the day. And it works just as good. Now, the mesh I was showing you upstairs, even if I use the larger mesh, regular mesh, right, with larger holes, you're still going to get an amazing image with that coating on top of it. So imagine what micro mesh is going to look like. So I tell people, it's not that money crazy. $80, $80, maybe 40, sometimes 40, $50. I get a 10 by 20. That's more than enough. Putting a movie theater screen in. Oh, heaven the Betsy. I'm going to figure something out what you call that. There we go. Man, I bought some pastry out of Captain Crunch. You ever had that before? That stuff is amazing. Oh, I love Captain Crunch. I can never understand how people mix their cereals together. Ugh, I can't do that. It's disgusting. I can never understand that, how people do that. Like, how do you mix your cereals together? How? It's gross. Having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. Do 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 do. I like the old classic songs from back in the day. They were good songs from back in the day. All right, we need what do we need, Mr. Bird? Mr. Bird, Mr. Bird, Mr. Bird. What do we need, Mr. Bird? Bird is the word. You just watch me build a screen from the ground up. So, like I said, that's why I love to track that. Man, mother freaking Jerry's ghost. Really, all that today? I gotta go track that down. Oh, mother freaking Butterfingers today, man. All Butterfingers today, man. What is going on with me today? Can't believe I just dropped that. Unfreaking believable. Come on, Bird. That's expensive. It's not cheap. I gotta go order more of it. I'm gonna keep you covered up because I gotta come back and sweep you. Can't be those Butterfingers, that man. Hey, John boy, get a room. That's Taku up there having a conversation with the other cat right now. A little bit frustrated, I don't know why. Is this camera crooked? Yeah, it's good. Calm it down, man. Calm it down. You get too excited up there. I understand. Everybody else, let me eat his food. Pretty sure he don't want to hear you yapping in his ear while he's trying to eat. I wouldn't want to hear it either. Yeah. Good gracious, man. Quiet. So I'm doing something that I can't allow you to see. At the end of the day, there's some things I can't show you. I want to show you, but I can't show you. Nope. Some things I can't tell you about. Ooh, that's good. Okay, that'll work. Rag, you know, rags over here. Like, rag. Okay, this one is work. Okay, it's done. Give me a cap for this. Do we have keys? I bet you 100 bucks we got keys on us. Where's my mascot? I need buckets too. Where's my buckets? Okay, we gotta get our head together. We got the saw down here. It's unplugged. Not supposed to be on. Put this over here. This spot a little better. Let's get some juice. Need this. All right, that's enough right there. Buckets here. Let me see. One bucket there. Anything in this one? Nothing in that one. Take that bucket there. That's good. That's enough right there. This is over here. It's cleaned up. Let's get some mask is where? Where's the mask at? Mask is here. And I need cat sitting up there having a conversation. Like, come on, trust him. He's a good person. Gives you all kinds of stuff to eat. Buys you all kinds of cool toys. Takes care of you. Gotta trust him. All right, let me see. do not like them semi-am. I do not like grenades and ham. I do not like them on a goat. I do not like them on a boat. I do not like them semi-am. I do not like grenades and ham. All right, let's get you guys out there. So one of the last phases we got to go through. So I got a chance to watch them build a screen. Usually if I want a screen for myself, this is usually what I go through. I just build it, round up. Instead of paying all that money for an aluminum one. I do not like them on a boat. I do not like them on a boat. I do not like them semi. I do not like breathing as a ham. You can have them on a boat. You can have them with a goat. See, this is what I'm talking about, that I got to do this with a micro mesh screen. These are the 250 inches right here. So the problem we have on my driveway is wind comes down here and hits boom on the back of the screen and causes the screen to pull. See right here? These were all screwed in. All these ripped out. See like that? That's why we're going to do it micro mesh. Now, if I do micro mesh, wind can come down and push right through the screen and keep on going. That's why we're going to do micro mesh. The bigger the screens, they turn into sailboats. You think that's crazy? Do inflatables. Them giant inflatables, oh, they have issues. They definitely have issues. They got to keep them suckers anchored down. Because you're not basically dropping that in the ground. You're not anchoring that in the ground. You're going to drop a huge couple of big buckets of some big buckets with cement, filled with cement. Or park a few trucks out there. You ain't anchoring that in the ground. That's pull right on up. They go airborne faster than anything else. But yeah, that's the only issue I have with when you do big screens. Now, say if I built a nice solid frame all the way across, this is how you would have to put the frame in. If you're going to do one, you're going to have to put that wood over top of it. You're going to put that frame. This won't rip up. That's going to stay. But you're going to have a frame all the way around to do it. And it's going to have to be one piece. You can have a section right here because, like I said, that's going to pull up. Because you're going to have to put a border there, a border here, all the way across to make sure it stays in. But I want to do the, I'm going to definitely do the micro mesh, because like I said, I got that micro mesh is like 95% blocks out the sun rays, which you're not going to get either way, but it blocks a lot of light from pushing through the back. And I can just hit my projector, set it up. This will be gone pretty soon. All this back here will be gone. Oh, look, we got leaves back here. I bet I ever get a chance to come back here. It's nice out here today. I might do some demonstrations when I'm done. Yes, sirree. So that screen, I got to contact the customer because he's getting 135. I'm putting Acoustic out there. I got another rack system right there for setting up a screen over there. I haven't decided what I'm going to put up there yet. I haven't made a decision on that one yet. The 300-inch screen is going to be collapsible. So I'm probably going to have it... Probably going to have it right here, right up across here, and I can bring it down anytime I want, because my neighbors, again, at the end of the day, do not want to see a giant screen just pull up like a pirate sail in front of their window and go, I already made you here, check out the movie. All right, there we go. Let's get our whatchamacallit, get this done, because I got to eat. I'm hungry. Hey, kitty! Taco kitty! Little in the city with the taco kitty. Crazy, man. You're crazy. Absolutely crazy. You're absolutely mad, I tell you. Absolutely mad. I could be mad. I could be happy. You're mad, I tell you. Absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. You're insane. Who goes to screen the entire thing in one day? I do. See, I'm behind the camera here, and I was basically concentrating on my work. I am concentrating on my work. I'll be done by now. I'd have been long done by now. But let's put it together on camera, have some fun. So now we're going to blast our screen now. We use the Wagner 250 right here. and I adjust my spray on how much spray I want in and out from here. Always have a can out here so you can adjust how much spray you put in. You don't want to put drops all over your screen. The last one to do is jack it up. It's really easy to apply in. All right, let's get this done. Taco Kitty! Taco Kitty! Let me see. Let's see if we got this in correctly. What games are going to play with this? I'm with the RetroPie, I know that. I'm going to put a section, a holder in here to connect my RetroPie inside of there. Definitely put that in there. Whoa. Oh, my trigger's down. Like, what the heck? Well, that's just great. Not going to affect my screen, but still, that's just great. Okay. Oh, no. You got to be freaking kidding me. My trigger just broke. Literally broke my trigger. It's broken. Freaking unbelievable. Look at this. It's a broken trigger. My trigger just broke. I gotta order me another one. Dang, never. Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, it's broken. It's literally broken. Well, that's gonna be delayed for a while, people. I gotta go buy me a new Canon now. I have no idea how that freaking broke. I heard something click. We don't have any more of these around? I don't have another one of these around. Dang, you gotta be freaking me. Wow. Oh well, it happens. I'm gonna have to basically just go on Amazon and order me another one because get it shipped in overnight. That's gonna be put on hold for right now. So I don't even know how that even happened. Listen to that. There's supposed to be there's nothing there. Just broke. Okay, well, that's it. It happens. Gotta go buy another one. Unbelievable. Need you all. So I'm gonna have to go order me another one. It broke. I don't know how. I don't know if there's a spring in there, but I heard something click. I didn't know what it was. I was like, wait, what's that sound? I then realized that it just broke. So I'm gonna have to go and just order me another one online. This one's damaged. I remember dropping this and busting it up, but I don't know. Maybe some cleaning that. So, okay. Gotta go to Amazon, gotta order me another one. Because that one broke. I don't know how it happened. I heard something click when I went to grab it, but I didn't think anything of it. It clicks all the time. So I want cases to get a sprayer in. That was just at freaking Home Depot too. You loaded. They're picking some numbers. I could have went in there and got it. So that's going to be a no-show for today. Let's clean this mess up. That's how I should snap with that, because I'm gonna check out something real quick outside. There's a cord and some water, so I can see exactly what is wrong. So how the thing would leak like that. Oh. Well, I'm gonna pick up one. I might just pick up two of them, because I'm not going through this again. Try it back up and ask for another one. We're not going direct back again. All right, I think I fixed it. Let's see what's going on. We got it fixed. I think I fixed it. I think we got it. I'm not sure. I think we got it fixed. All right, people. We are back in business. It is. I got water in it right now. So what happened? I thought something popped because it was just shooting out for the sake of just shooting out, but something got attached in there wrong when I pushed it in. And now we got control. cool.
It sticks. It's good.
Coquinha! You so mad about that coquinha? Brown! I'll be up there in a few minutes. Get this job done. Up to you. You fuzzy monster. You fuzzy monster. I love that. Every time in life where you may make a mistake, learn from it. So now I learned something not to do. We got our machine cleaned off. We're good to go. Let me start coating this baby before I spray this bad boy. And the top open. The trace is all cleaned down and wiped down. There we go. Before we start this, let's try this again with the paint in it. Make sure we don't have that same repeat. All right, I hit all that right there. There we go. Yeah. That's what's supposed to come out. So you squeeze the trigger. Perfect. A little bit drippy. I got something really important to do. Oh, yeah. Now I like to take my my mask here, keep this in a separate bag because you don't want any dirt or filth or anything to get caught up in here because you'll be breathing it back in. That's why I tell people at the workshop when they have their masks laying around, sawdust, all that stuff gets caught up in here. You stick this on your face, you breathe that right back into your body. So got my little bag right here and always carry my extra filters to make sure that my change my filters quite often. But yeah, there we go. Got it nice and neat in the shop. There's little things I like to do to make sure my stuff stays nice and clean because, like I said, I've seen people take their masks off, put it in the shop, work, spray, whatever, then put the same mask on and breathe all that stuff right back in. What's the point of you having the mask to begin with? I'm doing that one. Some soaps, I get my stuff. And a heat wave, tropical heat wave. The angriness. The angriness. Let me back. It always comes back anyway. Let me back. I could have done that right. Cleaning up my paint sprayer. I'll make sure I get that cleaned up right when I get done using it because I don't want my stuff getting messed up at the end of the day. I hate replying stuff all over again. So I'm just cleaning up my paint sprayer real quick. Get that all cleaned up. And my cat's upstairs having a fit. For goodness, I don't know what. When he's gone, he's not there anymore. He's doing to have a fit.
It should be outside, really. It should be outside. It seems to be outside. More trash. This is all cleaned up. More screws. Go to the screen. This needs to be in the wash. Hang this up outside. Yeah, shop people will make sure my place stays nice and tight. Right now I'm just getting some things cleaned up in here real quick because I can't stand coming down to the early shop. Make sure my area's cleaned up. That was there. Oh, I need this too. I need to put a projector upstairs. And I need this over here. Let's see. Check out. Definitely have to make a whole bundle of that today. Get that out of the way, get that done. Just make sure, I don't know what that's doing down here. Get ingredients again. Clean up the shop a little bit because we got things kind of messy down here. So I'm gonna get all that cleaned up real quick. Get my place back in order because I can't stand a messy shop. It's me a bit crazy. Make sure my tables are all wiped down and clean. Let's get some stairs to work. Okay, this is clean. All right, let me see. Let me get the screen dried, so I might just put it up against here. Okay, it's all cleaned up, that's good. Man, all right, that's a relief right off my mind. Because at the end of the day, when I come down here to work again, I have to come back into a messy shop. So I can show you more tests on that, more demonstrations on that screen right there. I'm gonna get my screen and bring it in, dry it down, get ready for drying.
still wet. It's gonna be a little wet, so it's gonna have to dry. All right, so I'm gonna put this right here for the time being. I think I'm gonna set it, let me see if I can possibly can. I gotta dry this, the fan. Right there, it's gonna need a dry bit. Put that right there. Let's get our okay, we're gonna get a fan. I need me a number. One of these. People, well, that's part two. Part one. So what we got to do next? We got to install lights. We got to put the rest of the speakers in, and we got to do a run test on it and other good stuff. Remember cup holders? I might think I'll put cup holders in. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna put cup holders in yet. Oh man, boy. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I'm gonna get out of here real quick. Thank you all for your time. We'll be back on later on to finish off everything. I'll get my area cleaned back up again. Thank you all and God bless.